No slip in place, fine leg up, third man up, the usual field set in T20 format, the launch stage. Almost a pack house. Sri Lankan are still out to support their team. That's incredible.
The Sri Lankan fans love cricket and they love their team. Yes, they do get upset. They live the highs and lows with the team. They always come back. They've been their biggest strength.
Nice start, maybe a bit of shape in, nice full delivery.
Believe me, I know the feeling. With Pakistan team, we go through the same kind of emotions. Great man. Bit of swing. Look, a nice seam position. Good rotation of the shoulder. He's got some talent, this Shag Madhushanka.
You're going to like him, another left armer.
Always. I worked with him, I think, a year ago, before the Asia Cup. 4 days I was here in Colombo.
He does get a bit of swing. What did you really like about him or think about him when you worked with him?
I think natural swing is in swing. Like you've seen, he bowled 2 balls that sort of, came into the right-hander. I was working with him, obviously, the mental aspect and, of course, the outswing is also very important. This format is very difficult for bowlers as well because one-day cricket, test cricket, bowlers can come back into the game. But this particular format, if you get hit for 2 boundaries in first over, it's difficult to come back. But yeah, talent is there, pace is there. He just needs to play more cricket, longer version of the game.
Nagayski and Tucky are 2 umpires. Just advances a touch, drives nicely. And need to be good in the field tonight, Sri Lanka. There's a positive start.
You talked about the ability to withstand damage, and T20 cricket, damage is guaranteed. Every batter is looking to go after the bowlers. The bowlers are always trying to find new ways to limit runs, take wickets. But he's got some good ingredients in him. But you're right. I mean, I was talking to Aaron Finch as well, and he was talking about the importance of playing different formats of cricket, bowling a lot, batting a lot, hitting a lot of balls. It doesn't have to always be in T20, but that just helps you play different formats of the game and be ready to play at any time.
Obviously, more you play the longer format, talking about first-class cricket or maybe ODI cricket, either it's international, either it's domestic, that will help you to improve your bowling muscles, strengthen your bowling muscles. Beautiful ball, nice bit of swing. He's off the mark straight away. Fakar Zaman, a dangerous player.
Picked up a wicket yet, Madhushanka, in the power play, but he's only going at 5.28, so he's done a pretty good job for his skipper.
You can also see with the field set why he might not be getting wickets. There's no slip, and if you watch the Pakistan team in this game especially, they're going to go hard at the bowlers, so they've spread the field down. He's bowling a really full length with a bit of swing, trying to get that LBW ball, but there are no fielders really set for wicket-taking delivery, so he's going a little bit more defensive. Slip in for the lefty, though.
Just hose it across the line. It wasn't pretty, but it was effective. Opening boundary.
That's his area. Go-to area for Fakar Zaman. And I think his job is to just go for it in first 6 overs. Couple of steps. Played it against the swing towards mid-wicket. And ball raced away to the boundary for his first 4.
Brilliant time to bat, isn't it? When you're an opener in T20 cricket, you have to get at least 200. What choice do you have? Just keep going. Edges off the middle of the bat, inside edge, who cares? Boundaries are boundaries, runs are runs.
Change of field for the last ball. Slip is out, gone to mid-wicket where the ball went before.
Slow one, just floated up there. So a pretty good start from Madhushanka, just 7 from it.
लोग कहते हैं गैसकेट्स बाहर महंगे बिकते हैं। मैंने कभी एक्सपोर्ट नहीं किया। कहाँ से शुरू करूँ?
सबसे पहले DGFT पोर्टल से
Mata Chimera, the 34-year-old, just outside Colombo. Played a lot of IPL cricket. Delhi, Kolkata and Lucknow. Can he get an early pole?
this ball very well, hasn't he? Ball with pace, ball with control. His short ball's quick. And he sustained his pace, which is very important through a spell.
He's sharp, no doubt, and very intelligent bowler. Ball is for 2. They're going to come back for 2 easy. So good start for Sahibzada Farhan.
We talked about the passionate cricket fans in this part of the world. They've been rolling in. There's been a lot of discussion in Kandy today whether they would turn up, but I think there was only ever going to be one answer to that, Kumar.
Always one answer. Sri Lankan fans are loyal. They will get upset and hurt, sometimes angry, disappointed when you lose, but they know that they love their team, they love their sport. They will come and support the Sri Lankan side.
Work down the ground. We just saw a shot of Babar Azam. Your big story back at home that he's not playing tonight, was?
I think so. The big man is not playing. I think horses for courses. This game required players who have a strike rate of 150 plus. 3 changes. Nafe comes in, and of course Naseem Shah comes in, who's playing his first game in this World Cup, and Ibrar makes a comeback as well. Mystery spinner. They've got very good bowling option here, but they need to get runs on the board. That's the first job.
9 wickets in the tournament for Chimera. Fakar Zaman crouched down in his stance, gets a bit of length to work with.
Which looks really good.
Yeah, it is very good. You're talking about Babar Azam, and the middle order of Pakistan, especially from over 70-14, have struggled against all bowlers. They go at 7.5 as we see the Sri Lankan team. A couple of changes, one forced and one not forced. But so when you talked about Babar Azam, you know, he didn't really fit the needs of the tournament and the needs of the side. You need to capitalize through those middle overs. Even though he says consolidate, it's not really consolidating. It's about scoring runs, moving your team forward.
You're lucky to get away with that. Drifted onto the leg stump, and you see Farhan throw his head back. He was thinking.
Yeah, the pitch for the game today looks very good. Probably a little bit slow to start off with, but it'll settle down really well. Although, I have been wrong, very wrong before in reading pitches. I've never been an expert on the pitch. I always said, let me play on it. I'll let you know after half.
Does well, just waited on the ball. There was about a 10-metre gap between point in that area, and he pierced it.
It's a good cricketing shot, not a slog. It was a slow ball. He picked up and waited for it and played look at this, back of a hand, slow ball, roll of the fingers, and he gave himself a bit of room, opened the face of the bat to create that gap between point and cover fielder. So it's really good cricketing shot. Now, well played.
It's a very difficult thing to wait with your hands held high to generate power, even if it's a slow ball or change of pace, because the temptation is to get through the shot because you're waiting to score boundaries. But he held his position so well, allowed the ball to come on, and that's a sign of a man in form.
Yeah, he's in great nick, no doubt.
Eventually they take the single to finish the over. 17 without loss.
Rohan and I broke up.
Rohan, you broke up?
The biggest cricket league in the world.
Farhan, who's been a star in the tournament, he's now ranked 3rd in the ICC rankings behind Phil Salt and Abhishek Sharma. So number 3 in the world. The Need runs from him tonight. Matashenka to continue. Advances, smashes it away, vacant areas, times it pretty well. And that's the aggressive approach the team in green need tonight.
That's good to see from Pakistan. Positive approach. They're going after the bowlers. Boundary on the first ball, pressure on Sri Lanka, and of course on the bowler.
Yeah, you can see that he's down the wicket and he hits with the line of the ball. You saw Fakar Zaman earlier on with the boundary where he hacked across the line. But here he's been done in terms of width, but he stays in the shot, gets his hand through it.
It's easier said than done, because in this format, when batsman does play this kind of shot, as a bowler you should follow him.
Farhan, the front foot, the left one, clearing all the time to create room. And with that foundation, he can hit, whether it's to the offside, across the line, straight over the bowler's head. He's got a great bat swing as well. Strong front and bottom hands. 29% on the leg side, the rest straight. Not too much square on the offside.
And that's what he can do. He's a powerful man. First six of the night for Farhan.
What a shot from Sabzada Farhan. I think it was a slow ball. He picked up beautifully. Not the position. He has to bowl now outside off stump. He probably is too predictable. Here we go. Here we go. Straight to the fielder. No run. He was lucky there, Madhushanka.
Farhan passed 300 runs now. Only 5 players have done that in T20 World Cups. You can see there, 93 from the start for 5,000 T20 runs, and the skipper, 84 for 1,000. Kumar, if you're captain tonight, how do you approach this as Pakistan? Because you don't just need to win, you need to win big.
When you talk about a margin of 64 runs, you're talking the 200 plus range. Unless you are very confident of your bowling attack being able to restrict or bowl a side out. And so it's a case of ensuring that you take risks, high risks in that first, get the platform. But for Pakistan, the problem has been from over 7 to 14. Against spin, against pace, they've been really tight back. They've made that change. Fakar Zaman, big name, goes out of the side. So they are really preparing for a middle order charge as well.
Big decision to drop Fakar Zaman. And obviously Nafe comes in at number 4. Salman Ali Agha, the captain, will bat at number 3. And of course Saim Ayub is also got dropped today. He played extra bowler.
It's because so much revolves around this man. You saw the names he was with for 300 plus. Matashenka gets out of the over pretty well. 26 without loss after 3.
Beautiful Sri Lanka. You want to go to our national parks and see elephants or historic sites like Sigiriya, the Lotus Tower, the old and the new, the skyline of Colombo, and here in Pallakale, just outside my hometown, the region I grew up in. And Dasan Shanaka, captain in Sri Lanka. And the pitch here is good. The ants have taken flight. This is the time they grow wings and they start flying around in droves, and they follow the light.
They do. Tikshana, the main man, comes in. I thought he probably bowled the second over, but obviously he's bowling the 4th. 26 now, Pakistan in 3.
I had the pleasure of talking to him in the warm-up and just how he developed that way he flicks the ball, which is like nothing we see in Australasia. He said, I started practicing as a 12 or 13-year-old with a tennis ball. It's something that we need to adapt in our part of the world.
Don't you have a left arm and a mystery bowler? Patty Dooley. I watched him a few times. Left hand flicks one, out of the front of his hand. Similar. You don't have too many.
Tikshana is very experienced now, especially in this format. He gets wickets almost every game. He's got so many variations. Another very good delivery, another dot ball. That's why he's so good.
Sanger, it's not something you'd be coached. In my part of the world, there's no coaches that are explaining to you how to bowl like this.
Ajantha Mendis was the first. He was just a net bowler. He played a lot of tennis ball, cricket, started flicking the ball out, then learned to bowl a two-fingered googly, an off-spinner, a top spinner.
That's hit really hard through the covers. Man dive, couldn't get a hand anywhere near it.
That's a terrible delivery. Short, wide, just set up to be hit, and it was absolutely smashed. And all the rest of the bowlers, like Tikshana, like Trevin Matthews, they've all followed Ajantha Mendis and they've developed their own style, having seen it. Abra Ahmed for Pakistan as well. Usman Tariq, I love Usman Tariq. I love watching him bowl. I've seen the town. Absolutely, and I think he's a fabulous bowler. He's really smart. He's got big fingers, I think, to be able to do all of those variations and the little pause as well. He's been brilliant. Such a great bowler to watch.
He's been exceptional in this World Cup, no doubt. Another good delivery. A single. 6 runs from the over. 2 balls to go. He's looking good for Sahibzada Farman. What a player. 24 of just 17.
Well, I've been watching these guys. I watched them for 50 minutes standing behind the catches in the warm-up. But I'm not the man to take these skills back to Australia, but someone needs to. We might have to get Tikshana out on a coaching tour, or Usman Tariq, because I'm not the man to take it back to home, but it does fascinate me.
You can borrow Usman Tariq for a day.
Shot by Fakar Zaman, straight down the ground and way back.
So, with Mahesh Tikshana, when he goes round the wicket to left-handers, yes, there is a chance of an LBW, but he's very expensive. If they're stern, I can understand it, but he still has to be a mystery spinner. He can't bowl just one type of delivery, off spin or just a flick. He's got to bowl his carom ball, but he's very economical when he goes over the stumps to a left-hander. Gives him more control.
Big hit from big man Fakar Zaman. 94 meters. Brilliant over so far for Pakistan.
That's the most sixes now for Pakistan. He passed Rizwan with that, with a 95th 6. Into the over. 38 without loss.
3 changes in Pakistan squad. Naseem comes in, Ibrar comes in, Khwaja Nafi comes in. Of course, Nafi is in for Baba. Big call. How good to see Fakar Zaman back at his opening place, and that's where he played all his cricket from last year or 2 year and a half. He was batting at number 4, number 5, number 6. We don't know why.
Scoop straight down the ground. Man on the rope. We'll watch it sail over his head. Now Pakistan have put the foot down.
Yeah, Farhan, he's a strong boy, isn't he? It's ball, it's actually a good length, skidding through. Chamira is skiddy, but he just punches. Look at that bottom hand driving through the ball. Just a punch, no huge follow through, but just contact and strength.
They're not hitting that 6 to 8 meter length. 80 meter hit. Another 6 second for Farhan. bowler with his pace, he should be bowling that back of a length. Okay, if they hit you from there, great shot. But this was a bit too full against this kind of batting.
Through the gap again. This is a positive start now for Pakistan. They need to start strong, and they are.
Yes, they are. And I think this is a slight tactical mistake from Sri Lanka. They've got long on down and square leg, and it forces the bowler to bowl too full. You've got to be really full because you're afraid you'll give a bit too much room outside off stump. If you bowl it a bit short, you can still get carved through. Better to change the field. Mid on up, ask the bowler to hit a good hard length, back of a length, bowl your bumpers, and then give him a little bit of relief on the offside with perhaps a sweeper. But this field plays in to a lot of batters who have strength to clear the ropes and leaves very little margin of error for the bowler.
Now he's got two fielders, square leg and mid-on the boundary. Nothing towards offside. He has to be precise with his length and line. Down leg side, there's a fielder there. Yes, they're going to settle for one. 11 runs from the overs so far. Brilliant. 49 now, Pakistan.
Fine.
Top of his mark. I mean, I played him at the end of his career, but I've heard the stories. I've heard the stories from batters who were shivering to face Wasim, Waka, then you had Shoaib. What a wonderful, wonderful pace attack you had over the years.
Good old days, buddy. This is the length we talk about. When we talk about back of a length, we talk about 6 to 8 meters, especially on a good batting deck. And that's the length.
So Farhan, have a look at him. He's only 2 short of the most runs ever in a men's T20 World Cup. That's the performance he's putting in.
Incredible performance from him. He's in great touch. And 12 runs from the over. 50 up for Pakistan.
Virat Kohli, the man at the top, 2 runs away, Farhan.
You know you're going okay if you start breaking Virat Kohli's records, I would say.
Yeah, not too bad. I'm just looking at how Sri Lanka might have thought about what Pakistan needs to do. They need to score quickly, they need to score fast. So perhaps they've gone a little bit negative and think, okay, we'll spread the field and see if they will play into our hands. They've had a good start. I think you've got to be a little bit more aggressive at times. Bowl aggressive lengths and let the batter make their mistakes.
Agreed 100%. Look at this, Sabzada Farhan. 2 runs to go. In a single tournament, most runs, especially in this World Cups.
He'll just take 1 to equal the great Virat Kohli. After 5 overs, Pakistan 51 without loss.
This is the road to the FIH World Cup 2026. India is ready. Qualification isn't given. It's earned. For pride. For the tricolour. India goes all in. Watch all the action of the FIH Women's World Cup 2026 qualifiers live on Star Sports and JioHotstar.
From Pakistan's standpoint, this is an excellent start. 51 after 5 overs. It seems as if they mean business. And it's been a nice spread of some smashing shots and some delicate drives. And more importantly, a partnership of 50 at the top of the order. Fakar Zaman being preferred as an opener, and he's delivered so far. He's 15 of just 8. Oh, that's whacked for 4. Becomes the highest scorer at the World Cups. In a single edition, that is. And really has been one special performance from one special opener. Terrific strike.
Yeah, standout performer for Pakistan in this World Cup. He's probably the only one who has played like a champion. It's been a real struggle for other batters, and he just standing alone and delivering every time he's been given the opportunity. And he's looking really good. He's 40 of 23. He's eyeing for another big one here. And Pakistan badly need that.
Hello, Angelo. This is pretty impressive from Pakistan. Their highest opening partnership in this year's World Cup.
He didn't say hello to me.
Good evening to all of you. Well, what a start by Pakistan. Farhan is so pleasing to the eye to watch. His balance is perfect. Not looking to hit the ball too hard. Just looking to time the ball.
That's missing the stumps, and they pinch a quick single. And that's the other thing they've done well. They ran the singles and they've not allowed pressure to creep in.
Yeah, Pakistan needs to do everything right today if they want to get into the semi-finals. There you go. Missing leg stump by far. Dushmanta has a crack at it.
Pakistan playing with one less better tonight. They're going again with the all-rounders, Shadab, Mohammad Nawaz. Shaheen is coming at number 8.
Edged it to the keeper, slower in pace. And that you've got to do against Fakar. You allow pace on and he's going to hit you hard. So you've got to be very clever when you're bowling to somebody who smashes them out of the ground.
Yeah, they got to keep taking risk, because Pakistan do need big total, because the difference between the two sides or to qualify for the semi-final is quite big. It's a massive difference. So to get to that or give themselves a chance, Pakistan need at least 200, if not more.
Shot, and that's gone through the hands. Fictioner, the fielder, the ball burst through his palm and fingers and it has hit the fence. So there's a chance and grasped.
That's a poor effort by Mahesh Fictioner. He has been naughty right throughout this World Cup. A few missed opportunities. And of Fakar Zaman.
Wasn't such a difficult catch because it's pretty tall. Fictioner is about 6. Created an opportunity and not accepted by Fictioner at cover. It's hit hard into the gap for 4. This is excellent stuff. No stopping. Fakar Zaman is loving this gig as an opener. 23 of 11. Pakistan going at a cracking pace. 64 they are after 6. Really well timed through the offside. We'll have a little pause here for drinks.
I'm gonna need you to sign this to confirm you don't have superpowers.
Yeah. A superhero remake. Not what we'd expect from an Oscar-winning director.
What if they find out about my secret?
Our lips are sealed.
Marvel Television's Wonder Man.
What do you do, Mayor?
I'm a detective.
A detective?
Mm-hmm. Police department received a call reporting a dead body in Freedom Creek. I need you to remember as much as you can. We can find out who did this. She's a needle in 1,000 haystacks.
The ground is just falling out beneath you.
Mom, stay out of it.
I saw those rumors. Maybe something last night that happened to me was better.
Housewives are back.
Buy it, buy it.
And it's gonna
How's this date going? First date jitters.
Playing for your pride.
It is supposed to be a consolidation period, 7-14, but Pakistan will be looking to ace it with 4s and 6s. Dikshana coming on to bowl. None for 12 of his 1 over. This is good intelligent batting from Farhan. He's not wasting his form. That's another important aspect of this innings. So when you're in good form and in a crunch game, in a must-win game, you've got to have your best batter out there and performing for you.
And that requires sensible batting. As I mentioned earlier, that Pakistan playing with one less batter, so there were more responsibility on these two. Up at the top, Saim Ayub didn't really look that great, so he's been benched. Fakar Zaman was done this job many a times in the past. He's looking good.
Down the pitch, whacks it over cover for a glorious 4. This is super stuff.
Fakar Zaman is enjoying himself. What a shot that was. Out of the box, slightly wide, goes over extra.
He does give a little hope to the bowlers when he comes out of his crease. He goes so far away from the ball that the bowlers just get this feeling that, oh, I got him. But that's not the case. That's what he likes. He likes room, even when he's looking to hit straight or even looking to push it more toward mid-wicket also.
Yeah, got to keep it there on that middle and leg stump range.
Sri Lankan bowlers need to understand that this wicket is a belter of a wicket and the margin for error is very less.
Around the stumps, creating a different angle. And that's batted for a single. It's been Pakistan all the way. It's a terrific beginning. Sri Lanka winning the toss and inserting Pakistan. And it's Fakar and Farhan's show so far. Farhan in the process is on 41, becoming the highest run getter in this year's World Cup. Most runs for a batsman in one edition of a T20I World Cup.
Coming back to Farhan, the leading run scorer, 324 runs in this World Cup. What a player he has been for Pakistan.
Yeah, it's good batting. 7 overs have been bowled, 71 without a wicket.
हॉस्पिटल से आके पता फर्स्ट थिंग वो क्या बोला? अपन को सब कहता था हर साल हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस पे काय
We haven't seen anything like this in the past. Angelo, have you seen anything like that before?
Well, this guy's going to have a whale of a time. Mott's around. And he's already eyeing plenty of starters and main course. Lanka coming to bowl. That's hit hard straight to the fielder. That's the other thing that we have seen from Farhan and Fakar, the timing. Absolute flawless timing.
So you get all these moths before? I know you've been playing here for many years. You played here many years.
Even the moths have come all the way here to support Sri Lanka today.
Are you sure? I have a feeling there's so many Sri Lankans around anywhere. They're probably eyeing for Pakistan to win this game and win big.
Wider angle attempted and turned out to be a good, decent delivery because he can be heavy leaded at the crease, Fakar Zaman. And so just keep the ball away from the stumps, I guess. Make him drive through the offside over cover. Oh, that's another good delivery. Faster this time on the pads.
Sunit Wellalagi is a very smart cricketer. And in the first ball we see he's not going anywhere near Fakar Zaman's arc. And the second ball, this guy's in the batsman into his pads.
There's that drive. Let's close the face of the blade on that one.
They're not going to get any purchase out of this surface if you bowl that quickly. And that's what both these batters are probably telling Wellalagi to just keep bowling quicker. He'll come onto the bat nicely.
That's well played in the end. The ball followed him. He made good room, and that's gone and hit the fence. That's weak fielding once again. That should have been tracked down.
Nothing wrong with the delivery. It's just class of Farhan. Shows the form that he is in. Took it straight off the wicket. And into the boundary.
Yeah, he bowled a little slower on that occasion. But the good thing about that delivery was it was within the stumps. It was an excellent delivery, but just too good a shot from Sahibzada Farhan. He's in great nick.
Once again, timing is really good from Sahibzada Farhan, nearing a 50 on 78 without a wicket.
These men disappeared 48 hours ago. I'm treating this like a murder case.
Dead bodies, weird circumstances.
To bowl again. 2 is the call once again. It's a nice shot, placed it so well. That's the other thing that's been so special, other than another 50 for Sahibzada Farhan, his 4th of this championship. Tremendous strike force has become at the top of the order, and almost single-handedly has held the fort with the bat for Pakistan, striking them at a rate of 156.25. Tremendous strike force has become at the top of the order, and almost single-handedly has held the fort with the bat for Pakistan, striking them at a rate of 156.25.
Yeah, a lone man standing for Pakistan, and has given Pakistan some hope. He's been playing well and he's still out there, so Fakar will respond, and he responded positively. That's very, very good. And good running again. Sahibzada Farhan saw another opportunity for another single. 3 of that's delivery. I don't think Shanaka is going to like that.
Slight fumble, and Pakistan runs really well. And the other reason which I think Farhan is so consistent is that he's so technically sound. He understands his game and he's hungry for runs. He's been sensible from the word go.
This probably has been the calmest he's been at the crease. Oh, that's another misfield. Sri Lankans look flat. Dispirited at times, and that can happen in a game like this. Nothing to look forward to, and so we haven't seen a lot of passion on the field. This really should have been stopped. Straightforward fielding effort, and this time see frustration from the skipper. Yeah, a lot more calmer at the crease, Farhan, and looking after the timing bit so well. The fielders push back because they fear for the worst. They know that Pakistan want big runs, so easy singles to be had, and they've ran well. Not only 4s and 6s, but the consistency we've seen in rotation of strike is pretty impressive.
Well, previously, you know, he has lost his partner very early in the game. Not only 1, 2 or 3 in the power play, and then he really didn't change his style of play. That's the way he likes to play. He likes to take on the bowlers. Cuts it away for 4. That's a beautiful shot by Fakar.
Yeah, what a great shot to end the over. There's still one more ball to be bowled, but it was smashed. And really to generate that kind of pace of a ball that was at slow pace is really good from Fakar Zaman. The timing, the placement, and Pakistan continue to progress at a rapid pace.
Back. They're going to keep going, keep coming, keep attacking the bowlers.
Well, Lanka has bowled 1 over, and that's another good start. It was supposed to be a good start. It's been widened by the umpire. Very marginal stuff, that.
Yeah, well, Lanka is expecting Fakar to lining him up. Once again, a wide delivery. He wants to stay out of his arc. Fakar will fancy this over, for sure.
Well, these two have dealt very nicely with the pacers. Just a little shimmy outside the off stump, and then Fakar coming down the pitch. They both complement each other. They like to use their feet, and they have not really spared any length. Nicely played, both of them.
Finds the field has been pushed back. He'll be disappointed. That really should have gone to the fence, shorter in length. But you're right. I mean, every length, every seam up delivery has been put away. That's into the gap for a run.
Sri Lanka has not been up to the mark with their fielding, especially the ground fielding. On a wicket like this, it's paramount that you field well, back your bowlers.
Goes big over cover. This is another splendid shot in the slot once again, and that's been the worrisome part of this bowling performance so far. Too many balls in the slot, and Pakistan have almost every time cashed in.
Yeah, a couple of deliveries early on was a little bit wider, which were called wide. This time a little closer to Fakar, and he was eyeing for that shot over extra cover. He is so good with the flattish bat when he plays over extra cover. Magnificent hit.
This is his best score against Sri Lanka. 40 of 22 is. Two is the call, and they make it quite easily in the end. Excellent stuff. 100 partnership, 100 comes up for Pakistan with no wicket down. The first part of the 20 overs inning has been very, very good and special. Can they continue with the onslaught in the last 10?
One must have been thinking that, is this the same team playing? A couple of changes, or maybe just been put next to the wall or pushed to the wall, and really they're responding, and they're responding really greatly.
And that's stopped. That's well fielded in the end. Lanka there stopping a 4, and well, terrific run of play for Pakistan in the first 10, 102 without a wicket down.
I've been having this recurring nightmare.
I need to be in this movie.
Sign this to confirm you don't have superpowers?
Yeah. Job. I get this close and I miss.
Are you gonna use super speed or what?
I'm gonna use my car, Trevor.
What a start this is from Pakistan. Very late at night in New Zealand. Fans of their team will be worried. Mitch Santner and his team will be watching on rather nervously at this stage. Been a wonderful start. 55 to Farhan, 44 to Fakar Zaman. Russell Arnold, this is everything Pakistan wanted.
They're doing what's required. A really good start. Now it's about capitalizing on these last 10 overs. Conditions really good, Howie. Now nervous in New Zealand for the simple reason Sri Lanka's batting. 94 and 107 in conditions that they should have got a lot more. You can't just trust them. But these are good conditions though.
Which looks incredible.
And there could be a little bit of dew
as well later on.
So
it probably,
that's why
probably get better. Batting
even,
second.
Even 200. You got to bowl Sri Lanka out for around 135, and it's a little difficult to see it happen on this pitch.
But you see, nothing is impossible in this beautiful game, Russell.
And that's why Pakistan are doing everything right for the moment.
I think the first thing they did right was to have Fakar Zaman back his original place as an opener. I don't know who made that decision last year and a half ago, that he's a middle order batter. He's not. He's a natural opener. That's where he suits. That's where he enjoys. Look at him, 44 of just 24.
Shahibzada Farhan might have got the half century. I mean, he's been brilliant. It's been Farhan or no one else, really. But in terms of strike rate, Fakar Zaman is at 185, 146 to Farhan.
Yeah, he's a dangerous player. And you know, I was taken aback when he started batting at number 5, number 6 in this format. I don't know who made that decision, but this is his right place. Good over so far, only 3 runs from it. 10 wickets in hand. Brilliant partnership between these two, Farhan and Fakar.
Wasim, Salman Ali Agha next, Khwaja Nafe, Usman Khan, Shadab Khan. Would you make any changes? You've got to start now.
Depends. I probably would Nafe in now, and then maybe Salman at number 4. Here we go. He's looking so good. He's so in control. Fakar Zaman call is for 2, and they're going to come back for 2 easy. Runs are coming very comfortably for Pakistan. Credit to both the batters, the way they have been batting in control. They knew the gaps. They played some exceptional shots. I'll definitely send Nafe after about 12 and 13 overs to go play your game. Not slog every ball, play cricketing shots like these boys did. Pick your gaps up. It's a very good batting deck.
Gave himself room. Tishana bowled it full and wide. I don't think they'll review that. No. So that will be the end of the over. After 11, 107 without loss.
The odd noise that we did here, for me, was bat hitting ground. Lanka have looked to bowl slightly wider of the batters, making them fetch it. That's actually worked, ever so slightly.
It appears to me after a couple of overs.
Look at us. Nobody would ever think that 2 people like us would be spies.
To the KGB, I'm a POI, a person of interest. But you 2 are PONIs.
Ponies. Persons of no interest.
The world is not exploitation or opportunity. It's both and.
This is life or death for me. You should get out before the end. Whose end?
And hit the ground. There is a nick. Bottom edge, straight through.
Well, Mishara was keen immediately, but he got no support.
Everybody from Sri Lankan side, they look quite kind of, not there. They've got to be aware. I know it's that they can't qualify for the semis, but they have a lot of pride. What a shot! What a shot from Sahibzada Farhan towards mid-on for the maximum. That was his 3rd 6.
Hold it closer. Bowling it away. Making the batter fetch out of his arc. It's probably something that would work. This one came back in. Sahibzada Farhan down on one knee. Powerful, consistent, fabulous for Pakistan this tournament.
Highest run getter in T20 World Cup, Sahibzada Farhan. The man himself on 64 now. Yeah, quicker delivery. Straight to the fielder.
They've almost got a decision to make here, Pakistan. It's almost a T10 match, isn't it? Like, what number have they set themselves? How aggressive do they want to be?
I think the way they're batting, the message is they're going to just go for 200 plus. And now they have the bases to go there. Plenty of time, 10 wickets in hand. After this, 8 overs to go. There's every chance for Pakistan to get to 220 or even more. And pitch looks amazing. Belter. With this run rate, they go to 198. 13 and over will take them to 224.
Here we go to 224. Pakistan are looking to defend 159. That's the number.
Pakistan have the bowling variations. They've got Ibrar, Naseem Shah playing his first game, who has been bowling very well just before the World Cup. Unfortunately, hasn't got the chance to play in the playing 11, but today he's in.
Gets it away fine. That'll be 50 for Fakar Zaman. What a time to do it. He's first of the tournament, right when his country needed it.
Lanka trying to change things around, but Fakar Zaman, he plays in an unorthodox manner. Deep square leg came into the circle. Well, Lanka tries to cramp him up. Got that slightly closed bat face. Opens it up though to acknowledge the applause of his teammates.
Smashed away mid-wicket, sees it clear.
What's going on? What an innings. Strike rate of 200. That was his second six, flat towards mid-wicket.
Look, that projected score continuously keeps changing. Still in the 12th over, shots like this, the belief that will give Pakistan to get to maybe even 240. It'll be tremendous. Now remember, Sri Lanka don't have much confidence in the last game. 98 for 6 New Zealand in tough batting conditions.
शुरू करें सबसे पहले एकेडमी
Bowlers say, I don't know. A lot of things have been somewhat like, I don't know, we don't know.
Starting to really go hard now, Pakistan. Blasted away. Cover's got a lot of work to do. Does pretty well. So who are you manipulating in the order? Who from Pakistan can come in at the fall of the first wicket and really continue this?
I'll send Nafe, then of course Usman Khan also hit big. Then you have a couple of all-rounders, there's Shadab Khan and Nawaz. But Nafe now, then Usman, and then of course depends how many overs, who else left. Then you have all-rounders.
Wasim, if Fakar Zaman gets out, maybe Mohammad Nawaz, just for left-hand, right-hand combination.
Yeah, depends what sort of thinking they have. But I'll still set Khwaja Nafe. At this stage, doesn't matter. It's a good pitch. In fact, a great pitch to bat on, no doubt.
Blasted. Man on the rope. Treads over the rope. Watches it sail clear. This is a tough watch for New Zealand now. Pakistan continue on their way.
133 now. We're in 13th over. That's his third six. He's on fire. Strike rate of 200 plus, low full toss, middled it to perfection, 81 meters. It's all happening for Pakistan here at Palakale.
They're brilliant. This is brilliant batting. It's not an easy game to come to, looking at those targets, looking at those numbers. But they made a change at the top of the order. And they're flying. Fakar Zaman's caught up to Farhan. It's not about anything else now. No slowing down. Keep it going. Looking at Sri Lanka's bowling, Theekshanna's last over, I mentioned options in the depth. Not many available.
Bit of variation, slow ball, an off break, a rare dot ball from Theekshana.
Last 5 overs, they've been going at 12 and over, Pakistan, so quietly picking up. If these two are there together around the 15th over, you'd think the last 5 overs, at least 15. That's a 75-80 there. Capable in these conditions and the way Sri Lanka are in the field at the moment.
Bowled that well, saw him coming. Highest score at this ground in this tournament, Sri Lanka v Oman 225. And Pakistan have won all of that, was. Try and keep Sri Lanka then to 160, 165.
Yeah. They have 10 wickets in hand, 2 set batters, and 14 and over will take them to 236. That would be an ideal.
You can't target anything less than that from here. Wickets in hand, Sri Lanka under the pump.
But like Woz says, Russ, it's not going to be easy for the next batsman to come in and continue at this rate. So let's have a look at Fakar Zaman. 60 from 33, his first 50 of the tournament, and he's been brilliant.
He's unorthodox. Close face, the bat. Sometimes you think he's hitting offside, but it squirts to the leg side. Very difficult batter to bowl to, but he's got a lot of power. The only time he presents the full face of the bat for the applause.
Over pitches again, lucky to get away with it. Into the over, Pakistan continue along, 136 without loss.
Biggest cricket league in the world. Full-on entertainment.
Class from KO.
Rishabh Panti, Hardik Pandya in the house.
Get ready for the battle for the ages. .IPL coming soon.
Fans of New Zealand and Sri Lanka are not going to like this stat. In 13 previous innings, Fakar Zaman versus Sri Lanka is averaging 8.5.
Wow, what a stat. But today, it's his day. What an innings from Fakar Zaman.
Danit Lianage introduced. Changing the bowlers around. 7 overs to go.
Lianage into the attack. And the tournament for the first time. First ball, he just ramps him around the corner. It's a tough game out in the middle for the Sri Lankans. 6 more.
Out for Fakar Zaman and Sabzada Farhan. Boundary on the first ball. Pressure on the bowler. Pressure on Sri Lanka. It's all happening for Pakistan. What a start. 142 for none. And look at that shot. This is clever batting. Sensible batting from the experienced player.
But when I saw him go down, just felt, was it the right option? Because he's so powerful through the line. But he gets it nicely. Now what do the Sri Lankans do? Dasun Shanaka waving his hands around, trying to get his fielders right. Lianage's gentle pace.
He's going to go outside off stump with this field. Square leg is up in the circle too. Here we go. But he's...
Sends him again. Only his second time he's bowled in T20 internationals. He comes into the hot seat. He's given up 10 from his first 2 balls.
He's thinking like you, Wasim. He looked at the field. He knew the line. Look how far he goes across. There's no one in the deep behind square. Oh yeah, this is a treat. Pakistan putting on a show.
That's experience of Fakar Zaman. And Sabzada Farhan, they know where the fielders are, they know where the gaps are, and this is so important in this format for any batter, to knowing your strengths and your weaknesses.
Fielders on the circle because the ball's flying to all paths. There's a single all the time, which will help the batters. Malinga.
Russell, they started off their bowling with every fielder coming from the inside circle. So they were giving singles anyway. They didn't put any pressure on these 2 batters from Pakistan, and they took full advantage of it, both of them, Sabzada and Fakar.
9 legs, square leg up. Good shuffle across here. Bowls it wide, bowls to his field. This is, I've mentioned it a couple of times, and I don't say it with any joy at all. This is a tough watch for New Zealand at the moment. Boys will be sitting in a hotel room. If you're just joining us, if Pakistan win this game by about 64, 65 runs, New Zealand will get knocked out of the Super 8, and that's through to the semi-final for Pakistan. Otherwise, New Zealand are through, so there's a lot riding on this.
12 runs on the over. 2 balls to go. Yeah, sensible. No need to hit a boundary every ball. 149 now.
He gets into that position. Well, this is the points table. New Zealand and Pakistan played out a no result. It was abandoned, and that's why 3 points to New Zealand. New Zealand had a big win against Sri Lanka. Lanka's poor performance has put Pakistan under tremendous pressure here to catch up on that net run
There
rate.
was that Premadasa.
Yep.
Does pretty well to get out of the over, but still, as they settle in for a drink after 14 overs, Pakistan 150 for 0.
More than anything else in the world, my wife and I want our son to come home.
Sweaty. Gonna help out the best I can.
It just doesn't quite add up, you know?
What are you insinuating?
We're missing something. You think this is someone they know?
What did you do?
I will do whatever it takes. All I care about is my son.
Goes again. 17 sixes in the innings.
Well played, Hardik Pandya.
Yorker. West Indies and India will be a shootout because whoever wins that qualifies for the semis.
We've got one hope. Secret laboratory. In the middle of nowhere, our nation's best scientists focused on one goal. End this war. Our boys would come home. I can perform this miracle. Robert, try not to blow up the world.
Oppenheimer.
I'm a high-profile female corporate executive.
I researched. I observed.
Alien fell.
I respectfully disagree.
On which part?
Primarily, I'm not an alien.
Begonia.
Experience the best of Hollywood.
Now is the time.
Pakistan continue to believe here. They've got the perfect platform to really explode over the last 6. They can continue at 12 and over. It's 2-2-2, 14 and over is an enormous 2-3-4.
It's 15 and over they need to get from here. They need that special number. They got the batters to come. There are 2 out there who are just finding the boundary with ease. 240. Wasim 240. They'll be disappointed if they don't get there from here.
I think they're going for it. That's the plan so far. The way they are kind of batting. Oh yes, picked up beautifully, straight as an arrow. What a maximum!
Pakistan's highest opening partnership in T20 World Cups, and look how quickly it has come. Can't find a better time for 2 openers to come out and express themselves like this. Geez, he's got such a good base. Shahibzada Farhan.
Definitely getting up for 230, 235 here. Shahibzada Farhan, that was his 4th 6.
240 would mean they have 175 to defend. They're making it tougher. Well, very crucial 6 overs remaining.
Got a hand to it. Nearly lost a finger in the process.
He didn't get his hand to that. That was another 4. And a little bit of dew coming in, the ball skidding away so that outfield much quicker. Oops, that's hit him on the thumb. That's gonna hurt. Oh boy.
That was powerfully hit by Sahibzada Farhan, and he was in his follow-through Shanaka. Ricocheted off towards mid-off. They got one, so 7 from 2 deliveries. Now the big man is facing. Where will he go? Fine leg up, square leg up in the circle, so he's third man.
Slower one into the pitch. It's a wideish deep point, waiting for that. The launch, 64, no consolidation there. They've gone faster in that little 8-over period. Farhan, Fakar Zaman, going along nicely.
Just over the top, it'll top spin away, 4 more. The runs continue to flow.
Nothing is working for Sri Lanka here, but everything is working for Pakistan. He's on 83 now, just off 40, Fakar Zaman. Strike rate of 207. What an innings from this special talent.
No one there. He's playing the field ever so nicely. Asun Shanaka trying to take the pace off, bowling it in. Well, where will Fakar Zaman go this time?
Missed an opportunity here. It was a full toss, low full toss. But they got a single. Good over so far for Pakistan, 12 runs from it. Here it is, 14 and over would be ideal, 234.
Well, 12 and overs, 223. He needs to target a boundary here. Finish strong. That's what Farhan needs to do.
Smash, shouts and catch it. It won't be easy. Goes down. Nothing going right for Sri Lanka. Well, Lanka spills it, hurts himself. The skipper can't believe it. After 15, 163 without loss. Time for a change in comment.
This is the most dangerous planet in the universe, and you've come to hunt an apex predator that can't be killed. We might not be alone in this hunt.
Predator Badlands. Experience the best of Hollywood.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Let's go. It's time.
It's been an incredible passage of play. The opener still intact. They have been aggressive from the start. Pushed to the wall, Pakistan. They have only one clear scenario to try and make it to the semi-finals, and they're making a match of it. 163 for none in 15. Going at over 10s. Can they push it not just to 200 but to 220 or 230? The Sri Lankan bowling attack has taken the brunt of it. Dushmantha Chamira brought back. Farhan, incredible striker on the ball, 76 of 49 on strike. The last 5 overs begin.
That's gone all the way. Will this be held? Somebody's lining it. And, well, is gone over the rope with the ball in his hand. So this probably will be read as a 6. And first ball has gone all the way, and so terrific striking from Farhan. Need to confirm this. Lanka, the fielder, and have a look at taken the catch. And, well, yeah, I mean, he was touching the rope when the ball was in his hand, so it's a 6. Excellent start to the over.
Yeah, the pitch has looked phenomenal. It looked good thought it might be a little slow, but it's been just wonderful for batting.
Oh, that's crashed into the fence for 4. Terrific stuff. Farhan nearing another 100.
What a shot by Farhan. Using Dushmanta's space. Just timed to perfection. Once he hits it, stays it.
What's been really good about the Pakistani batters is that there's been very little premeditation. They've just really assessed conditions really well. They've hit the ball where it should be hit. There are a few hacks by Fakar Zaman at the start of the innings, but they rattled the Sri Lankans. They had a long on, a deep square leg in the power play to pace, allowed the bowlers or forced the bowlers to bowl too full. They take advantage of that. They went short, they were good enough, and then they took down the spin as well. So it's been brilliant, overall smart and impactful batting by the Pakistani openers.
This is one of his best in this year's World Cup, Farhan. I mean, he's just beaten the field almost every time, and running between the wickets has been very impressive as well. That's the other thing that Pakistan have done well. So not only 4s and 6s, but the way they've got the ball in those pockets and ran aggressively.
You look at the catch again. Janit Lianage putting his feet on the rope. Sri Lanka needs to be precise with their planning and execution, especially in the next 4 overs. If not, they'll be chasing 250 plus on this wicket.
So going carved away through the offside. The timing has been flawless.
And the timing has been as well. Sri Lanka have tried. They've changed fields, they've changed their bowling angles, they've changed and rotated their bowlers. Lasith Malinga, the bowling coach, has been walking around the boundary line talking to his bowlers. But the Pakistani batting machine at the top, Farhan and then Fakar promoted up the order. They've been lethal, they've been precise. And on this fast outfield, on this pitch, once you get set, it's very hard to dislodge you unless you make a mistake. You need some brilliance in the field now, a good catch, a good run out. Perhaps some slower balls into the pitch.
Oh, ball in, big inside edge. Shamira there changing his angle, fuller in length, and trying to smash it through the offside. Played with an angle bat and it's done. But what a night for Fakar. Promoted up to open the innings, and he's made a serious dent to Sri Lanka's chances here with a whirlwind 84 of just 42.
Yeah, job done. If you're an opener in T20 cricket, this is the sort of innings you want, especially in a do-or-die situation. He tried to walk across. He's been doing that throughout his innings. Both batters using that crease, both in terms of depth and laterally as well. Shamira holding his nerve, taking a bit of a beating in that over. Inside edge, Fakar Zaman goes for 82, 84 or 42. Pakistan really well set at 176 for 1.
Rohan and I broke up.
Rohan, you broke up?
This is the road to the FIH World Cup 2026. India is ready. For pride, for the tricolour, India goes all in. Watch all the action of the FIH Women's World Cup 2026 qualifiers live on Star Sports and JioHotstar.
Just wanted to ask you, Ramesh, there's a lot of talk about Babar Azam coming into the tournament. He played in the Big Bash, didn't do really well in this tournament. He's been striking at 1-1-2. He's been dropped for this game. Is it a bit too late to wait this long to make that change?
I think so. I think he got the wrong batting position as well. He's not a number 4 batsman. Gets going Khaja Nafe, and watch out for his no-look 6. Bit like Saim Ayub when he hits the ball away towards the leg side. 177 for 1.
लोग मेरे तिल के लड्डू बहुत पसंद करते हैं। इसे मैं बिजनेस कैसे बनाऊं?
फेस्टिवल के टाइम लड्डू हाई डिमांड में रहेंगे। ये बिजनेस लॉन्च करने का बेस्ट टाइम होगा। इस टाइम पे लोग गिफ्टिंग के लिए प्री ऑर्डर देते हैं और आप सब कॉन्फिडेंटली प्लान कर पाएंगे। मैं एक फेस्टिवल फोकस्ड एनुअल बिजनेस प्लान बना दूं।
Felt very uncomfortable batting at number 4, and that too against spin. That's not his forte. He likes the first 6 rolling shots, get a bit of momentum and then crack a few upper shots. Yeah, fielders push back. They know that Pakistan are going to eye the fence.
Walking across, trying to create some room to go leg side. Ball a little bit too wide. Inside edge onto the stumps. Important breakthrough for Sri Lanka, but wickets matter from now on. Difficult to hold the batters back in terms of run rate unless they are getting regular wickets. Bowl well, as Angelo Matthews said, be precise, try and execute well. And the batters make mistakes, you're in the game.
Full toss punish this fielder there. I think it's a better field.
Yeah, that's really good execution by Dilshan Madhushankar. Once again, Sri Lanka's bad fielding has proven costly. The Farhan boundaries. He's so precise with his shot making. So fluent, technically sound. Balance is perfect, head still.
Straight hit, and that's going to be out. Miss it. And it's Nafe who's fallen to that shot. Difficult really to get crackings. That is the reason why, you know, Pakistan needed the opening pair to continue to slog away.
Yeah, it's very difficult when you see an opening pair bat so well for a newcomer coming in. They need to take a few deliveries, but unfortunately the game is set that they need to keep pushing, they need to keep going. The Khawaja Nafe, he's perished in the pursuit of his team's goal. He had to keep going, unfortunately falling short. Pakistan 179 for 2.
When you play the Game of Thrones, you win.
Adab is on strike. Walks across the stumps, and that's well fielded. Well, a flash of brilliance at long last.
Yeah, you need that. The Sri Lankan fielders have to step up. They've been good in patches, and this is a good catch. Walked across, hit it powerfully down the ground, and Charita Lanka safe under it. This is the period in terms of batting order that Pakistan has struggled. 7 to 14 overs. Usually the openers have got out by their stage. The middle order struggled against pace and spin.
Full toss doesn't middle it for once.
And that, I go back to your point you made about Babar Azam batting in the middle order. It's a very unusual position for him. He doesn't really have the power game, and T20 cricket a lot is about boundary hitting. It's a bit unfair for him to be asked to do a job that he's not suited for. They made that change and they waited really till the end of the tournament to be proactive and have a different batting lineup, and it's paid dividends today.
Nicely played into the gap for 4. That's such a good shot. That's where Farhan has been so special. Good proper cricketing shots in his knock of 94 of 56, 184 for 2.
So how's your life been, Brazado?
Opening a restaurant.
It's gonna take 6 months to open. That's being,
What, confident?
cocky, crazy.
Take us there, Bear.
Yes, Chef.
What's going on tonight? Have you been here before?
Right, Pakistan need to finish on a high. I mean, they've done well, but they need some big shots, big overs the last three. Oh, that's gone. Covering the stumps, not given by the umpire. Will they go for a review? Chamira has gone for it. I think he's asking the captain to have another look at it. I think they've done a good job here. It looked out.
We have a player review for LBW. Original decision is not out. Check the feet, fair delivery. Looking at front on now and split screen. Coming through. Yeah. Just rock and rolling that a bit. And one more time. So, yeah, there's a gap there between the bat and ball. And go to ball tracking when ready. Got ball tracking now. Original decision's not out. It's pitching outside leg stump. Go back on the field. Sam, you can stick your original decision not out. Signal now. Thank you.
Well, my apologies for being so hyper. I felt this was going to be out, but clearly pitched down the leg side. But good thinking, he followed the batsman.
Absolutely. Brave from Dushmanthar as well. He saw the step across, saw the open stumps, and was good enough to execute well as well, trying to get that leg stump. Had in the way, pitching outside leg stump, not out.
That's scooped up in the air and makes it all the way for 6, I think. Great timing from Shadab. He's been sent in to produce a gem, a cameo. That is such a good shot, making use of the pace and helping himself over point.
They become very predictable with this field. There's 3 fielders on the offside, deep extra, deep point, deep square third man, 2 on the leg side. So the batters continuously step across, forcing the bowler to go further and further wide, allowing them to free their hands. I think this is the time where you've got to go for set plays. A couple of balls with this field, change it up. You've got to bluff the batter as well. If you become predictable and you don't change your field, you're playing into a batter's hand. It gives the bowler very little to work with. The field is now changing. Wide third man coming up, square leg going back. This gives the bowler a different angle, a different field. He can go wide, he can go straight at the stumps, he can use his bumper as well. So more options for the bowler. Signal 4, not 6. But also more for the batter to think about. What might the bowler do?
I think some of the Sri Lankan bowlers swept off their feet because of the aggression that we've seen. So it's been relentless pressure mounted by Pakistan. And clearly at 6s and 7s. That's a Yorker from round the stumps.
Acceleration period 15 to 17. 3 overs where the batters go berserk and the bowlers are under pressure. More often than not in this tournament, we've seen that the bowlers have been on top, but not today. The opening stand of Fakar Zaman and Farhan have been outstanding. Nafe cheap in terms of a dismissal, but the base and the foundation has been set for a charge. Can they go well beyond 200, maybe to 220?
A strike away from 100 on 94. Oh, gets a wide one from the bowler around the stumps, trying to angle it across. Missed his target by a long way.
Once again, coming back to tomorrow's games coming up. Zimbabwe taking on South Africa in Delhi, and the big one, India versus West Indies in Kolkata. It's a virtual quarter-final.
Full toss, belted down the ground for 4. Excellent piece of batting and placement. You've got to love this from Farhan. He's made it look ridiculously easy.
It's not easy for a fast bowler to try and bowl continuous Yorkers. It's one of the hardest skills to have, and it's one of the hardest deliveries to execute consistently, especially under pressure. It's a low full toss, mid-off up, hit powerfully down the ground. Needs to change his length up.
Once again, coming back to Sanga's point, as a bowler, you need to have options up your sleeves. Now, with this field, having the mid-off up, it's really difficult to go wide as well as straight because you haven't got the deep square leg. So batsman knows exactly where Dushmantha is going to bowl at.
Predictable. On 98. Round the stumps. Wicket is pushing his partner for 2. It's only going to be 1. So on 99. Crescendo builds up. If he gets another single, he'll create a record. The only batsman to have scored 200s in a World Cup T20I event.
You can see why as well. He's a good player. He's got good technique. He's got great balance, good eye, a lot of power and strength. Good footwork as well. So he's perfectly set up to try and take advantage of being an opener in T20 cricket. This is a free hit for Shadab Khan. If Pakistan cross 200 here with a boundary, gives them 12 deliveries to try and score at 12-14 runs and over. Wickets don't matter. They're plenty in hand. They can go all out.
Well, that'll be collected at square leg. Well, almost a misfield. They run 2 and he's done for the night. Shadab run out, trying an impossible second run. But the strike is with Farhan as innings enter the last 2 overs.
That's an outstanding piece of fielding. A gun throw by Dilshan Madhushankar. He was way out of his crease. But Shadab is gone for 7, 198 for 3.
This distillery is a very interesting business. What are you saying? If you think you're going to take me out, it's going to be difficult.
I do remember some kids going missing. Quite a few.
Do I need to be concerned?
People they see with their own eyes.
Mohammad Nawaz has been sent in. 3 wickets down Pakistan. 198. Farhan on 99. Pakistan need a big finish. And I say big finish, keeping in mind the maths to qualify for the semi-final. Farhan on strike. Hits it for a run. And once again, the celebrations begin. What a tournament he's had. He's held this innings together with some superlative batting. 4 sixes, 1s, 2s, a complete innings of high quality.
Strike rate of 169. Incredible batting. It's a great presence of mind. He's read the game well, the pitch well, he's read the field well. He's been very proactive with his footwork, leaving his crease to create momentum, stepping across to the ball, stepping away. You name it, he's done it today. Thoroughly deserved. But even at T20, even at 220 for Pakistan, it's still touch and go. 64 runs, the difference needs to be.
Absolutely, so they've got to aim high. just get maximum runs out of the last couple of overs there. Just a little surprised that Salman Ali Agha didn't push his case, because he's a more natural striker than Mohammad Nawaz. Has struggled to hit 4s and 6s in this World Cup.
Seems a classic case of right hand, left hand. At this stage, just send your best batter out. Who's the best batter that hits most sixers and boundaries, send him out.
And gone. First ball dismissal. So Pakistan losing bit of steam. And so he came and he's done. Nawaz. Trying to hit a smashing cover drive and well held at cover. Slow ball, shorter length. Trying to hit the ball hard. It didn't have the elevation and went straight to the field. It was well appointed. Dikshna there making no mistake this time.
Really get much of it. Sound off the bat wasn't really one of good contact. Mahesh Dikshna. Wouldn't call him Sri Lanka's best fielder, but safe enough.
Full toss, that's aerial. It could be another dismissal. Salman Ali Agha has perished as well. Yeah, a bit of a comeback for Sri Lanka. Something to give them hope when the innings finishes. Some relevance when they go out to bat. So it's a good reference point that they're creating.
Freedom Creek. I need you to remember as much as you can. We can find out who did this. She's a needle in 1,000 haystacks.
Yeah, 3 dots. And that'll go probably and hit the fence. Welcome break. A bit agricultural in style, but did the job in the end. Usman Khan comes up with a 4.
Once again, good bowling by Dasun Chanaka. Was off the blocks quickly, but he dug it in short into the wicket, bowling to his field. But unfortunately for him, goes for a 4. But not bad bowling at all.
Not a bad over so far in the context of the game and what the Pakistani batters have done. Only 4 runs off the over, 2 wickets. Any bowler would be very happy with 4 deliveries gone for not much.
Oh, another play and a miss, run out attempt. The ball misses the stumps. Excellent over from Shanaka. He finishes with 2 for 42, and Pakistan have got 6 balls to get to a score of around 220. Can they do it? 2 or 3 for 5.
Feels good, doesn't it? Being more than human. But there's a price. Do you know what it is?
Shankar to bowl the last over. And gone. So a series of wickets and dots. Centurion is removed from the scene. And Pakistan, well, they're faltering just when they needed more into this innings.
And they are. Wickets falling thick and fast. It's very full. Mid-off, up, extra cover up. The batter couldn't really get the elevation, couldn't get under the ball to get it over the field. And an easy catch. Congratulations by the wicketkeeper. Kamil Mishara to Farhan. Incredible innings comes to an end. He raises his bat. 203 for 6 Pakistan as Farhan walks back for exactly 100.
Execution has been so very good in the last few overs.
Oh, gets a high full toss. That's gone for 4. He's looking at the leg umpire. It's not going to result in his favor. There's no DRS for a full toss.
Is a tall batter. The umpires are checking. It's an umpire's referral. I don't think it's a no ball, but let's see.
Maybe he has got a case. Tall and, well, 50-50. The end result wasn't a bad one. Pakistan needed a 4 or a 6. They got a 4. Last 18 balls, it's been Sri Lanka. Pakistan have lost wickets. Fair delivery, it's called. Marginal, but fair.
Sometimes it pays to be short.
Last 18 balls, just the 28 runs and 5 wickets has fallen for Pakistan. Sri Lanka has pulled it back really nicely.
Likes to whack the ball over mid-wicket and square leg. That's hit the pad and finger goes up. What is he thinking? Shaheen Shah Afridi is going to go for a DRS. No, he's walking off. No, I think it's a late reaction, and so his partner insisting for a DRS.
If he hasn't hit it, that looks plumb.
We have a player review for LBW. Original decision is out. Fair delivery. I'm looking at split screen coming through. I'm going to check the ultra edge, please. Any bat involved? Coming through. Yep, flat line there going through. Thank you, keep going. Yep, thank you. You can go to ball tracking when ready. The original decision's out. It's in line and it's hitting the wickets. Go back on field, Sam. You can stick the original decision out. Signal now, please.
Yeah, 3 reds. Pretty plumb. Shaheen Shah Afridi. And he's gone for 4, 207 for 7.
लोग मेरे तिल के लड्डू बहुत पसंद करते हैं, इसे मैं बिजनेस कैसे बनाऊं?
फेस्टिवल के टाइम लड्डू हाई डिमांड में रहेंगे। ये बिजनेस लॉन्च करने का बेस्ट टाइम होगा। इस टाइम पे लोग गिफ्टिंग के लिए प्री ऑर्डर देते हैं और आप सब कॉन्फिडेंटली प्लान कर पाएंगे।
मैं एक फेस्टिवल फोकस्ड एनुअल बिजनेस प्लान बना दूं।
12 to 15 runs at least per over, but the Sri Lankan bowlers have been very good.
It's gone up in the air. They've not been able to find the fence. In the meantime, let's relive Farhan's 100th moment. Really was special, hitting the ball down the ground. Second 100 in a T20 World Cup edition. The only batsman really to achieve that feat. So he's done something pretty special.
And every time through the tournament for Pakistan, he's been the man. Consistent, explosive, exactly what you need in an opener.
Who is the call? Usman Khan wants the strike. That's misfielded and so easy. Extra run conceded. No is the call, and I don't know who is out. It's Naseem Shah who's decided that he's going to walk back to the dugout. And I think strike had to be with Usman Khan.
Yes, it had to be. The umpire's checking. Did they cross before Usman grounded his bat? Naseem off in a flash. He keeps going, keeps going. What's happened there? Who's grounded first? Who's crossed?
The umpire asking him to stay put. They're going to have another look at whether it's Usman Khan who's leaving the crease.
No, I need the bail's coming off and
Right, they're still trying to figure out who is supposed to be back in the crease, whether it's Usman Khan who's got to go out, he's missed out. Right. Well, the bat wasn't grounded. It is grounded, so I think Usman is pretty safe. Just in the nick of time, it was a good decision. He's probably reeling in the fact that there was never a third. He wanted the strike, and so miscommunication. But for Pakistan's sake, his partner has been dismissed. Usman Khan will have the last ball, and he's got to strike big here. Can only get one Naseem Shah, 210 for 8. Last ball of the innings. At one stage, Pakistan were looking good to get to a 220. They're clearly short of that score. Oh, that's partly stopped. So this time there's got to be that suicidal second, and well, he gets there. The ball wasn't in the keeper's gloves when the stumps were broken, and so Pakistan end the innings on 212. So Pakistan need to bowl out Sri Lanka for 147 or less to qualify for the all-important semi-final. It's going to be one great contest with the ball now.
Milestone code for the man of code.
After a good game of football on weekend, a true Mallu will plan a Premier League game with friends and a good old drink. Coconut cheta.
Alan is in. Bruno Fernandes. Saka.
Kelly. There's a little bit of bounce that allows batters to get underneath it. Been so good in the group stages, but not so in the Super 8s.
Yeah, first ball versus New Zealand obviously holds the key, Nasanka. He's been the class at the top. And I think for Pakistan, Afridi coming off the fourth for coming back in, but Waqar Younis, Usman Tariq, for me, when do we see him into the attack? He's been class. They've often held him back. Do they look for early wickets? Does he get a run in the power play? So many questions.
I think they'll hold him back for a bit, especially in the first couple of overs. They'll look from Shaheen and Naseem Shah, maybe over each or maybe two, depending on how they go in their first over, because every run is crucial. Pakistan is not thinking 213. Pakistan is thinking 147. And for that, I think they need to really be on the money most of the time and make sure that they just bowl more deliveries which are wicket-taking deliveries, and also got to make sure that the fielders got to really back the bowler, catch anything comes their way.
Shaheen Shah Afridi to Nasanka, immediately on a good length, so he's got to slip in play. That's the other question, Russ, is how much do Pakistan attack in the field? How much do they try and pressure Sri Lanka?
As much as they can, because it's about wickets. And remember, this Sri Lankan batting lineup has proved to be very vulnerable. Not only in the last two games, that's what is fresh in our memory, but you can go back a year. There have been lots of collapses beyond Pathum Nissanka and Mendes, who's not playing. There is a definite opportunity to put that pressure. Make these batters relive those demons. That's what you can do. You spoke about Usman Tariq, but I think Shaheen Shah Afridi and Naseem Shah have that role to play. With the new ball, bit of movement, extra bounce on offer. Same pitch that England and Pakistan played. Shaheen Shah Afridi really came back to his own there. This is where it'll be won. The new ball.
We have seen, he's been looking to bring the ball back into the most of the right-hander batters, but previous game where he picked up 4 wickets, he was just going across and hitting the good areas. He's not really going full, because full is danger.
Takes the pace off. Opening runs, we can have a look at Shaheen Shah Afridi. Missed a couple of games through injury, but this is what he can do when he gets it right.
Yeah, see that length is just been hitting those lengths on a regular basis, and he did pick up 3 wickets. That was Butler's wicket, and then again the left-handers. It's an uncomfortable area for the batters to hit, especially with the left arm angle. Maybe to the left-hander batsman might be a little easy, but for the right-hander batsman coming from that angle, it's an awkward angle, and either you look to go and hit or pick up short, otherwise it's hard. You know, you're shutting the offside and asking the batter to play that risky shot.
He's on a good length early, is the big left arm quick.
Tall left armer. That's the natural length. That's the length he needs to work with. Makes Sri Lanka come after him, because the required rate, that's what you work with. Nothing to hit. Mishara, bit of width, he'll go hard at it. And try and draw out shots like what we saw from Pathum Nissanka in the a couple of balls ago, actually. Just dragging it to mid-wicket.
Square and deep point, the 2 out, slip in place. And just gets enough. Scoots away over third man. Opening boundary, and the home crowd are happy.
Nothing wrong with the...
The lives of the people we love depend on us.
I plan on finding a way home.
I just want my family back.
What's our place in all of this?
We're going to save everyone.
Ready? Absolutely.
Decent over. Naseem Shah for the first time. If you just look at that last delivery, maybe on the 5th or 6th stump, yeah, the feet didn't go anywhere. It's just hands. It's a risky business. Great seam position, but you do need a bit of luck. Shaheen Shah Afridi.
Bit more pace on this pitch. It skids through. There's a little bit of dew which will help the ball come on. I reckon that's why it flew over.
First delivery was 142.7. The very second delivery is just cut the pace and bowled at 106. So he has got that slow delivery, a very good slow delivery, but he doesn't have to use it too early in the game. Takes the ball away from the right-hander. I'm surprised that there's no slip because Pakistan looking for wickets.
Straight up in the air, vast open spaces. The men will chase after it and watch it just drop in front of them. Frustration for Pakistan.
Geez, that was in the air for such a long time. Geez, that was in the air for such a long time. They didn't give up. That was Fakar Zaman. Thought he'd get near it. Just a little too much to do. What you do, Wakar, stay there and thereabouts. The batsmen have to come after you. Required rate up to 11. And if you can get this man, it'll cause a lot of issues in the Sri Lankan camp. They rely on him. They rely on him a lot. Those shoulders carry the expectations of his whole team, basically.
Straight away, third man comes inside the circle, and a man at mid-wicket goes right on the boundary.
Gave himself room, and he gets him. Well bowled Naseem. Saw Nissanka step to leg, and that's a huge wicket for Pakistan. Nissanka departs.
He gave it away, didn't he? Nissanka, just by moving away from the stumps way too early. And Naseem Shah was not in his action even. He saw him moving away. And that is very, very smart thinking. Very smartly bowled, and got the top part of the bat, and Mohammad Nawaz picked up a wicket.
Execution perfect. Back of the hand. Gets it wide. He wanted Nissanka reaching for it. He gives himself room because they put down a mid-wicket. Nissanka's gone for 3. Sri Lanka 8 for 1.
Biggest cricket league in the world. Full-on entertainment.
Class from KL Rahul.
Rishabh Panti, Hardik Pandya in the house.
Get ready for the battle for the ages. .IPL coming soon.
Sri Lanka came into the side last start, made 5. You should see that replay again. Nissanka, he moved so early. That's the wicket Pakistan were after.
And that was to do with the field that was set. He picked one to mid-wicket. Pakistan plugged that hole. No one in the deep on the offside. Hence, he's trying to target Lanka, the new batter.
Have a look at the replay and see how quickly, how early he moved. And at this stage, Naseem is skillful enough to change what he's doing almost in his delivery stride. So, elite bowling, maybe not batting.
as a batter, you cannot really give a bowler that much of a clue. That was way too early. Any bowler would say, okay, you moved away, I can change my mind. Because you're still in your run-up, you're not even in your stride as a bowler. And you can change your mind, and Naseem Shah did it beautifully.
And that's what the big score does to you, isn't it? From Sri Lanka's point of view, it's 213 thereafter. 147 is for Pakistan. That says you can't allow these deliveries to go away. Got to make the power play count. That's a confidence booster. That's the push Pakistan needed to believe. But even she knows it. Nisanka's a big, big blow.
All of New Zealand knows it as well. Well bowled Naseem into the tournament with a wicket. After 2, 10 for 1.
Rohan and I broke up.
Rohan, you broke up?
It's India versus West Indies.
Huge pressure on both teams, I must say, because of course they want to win this game. Sri Lanka, they need to get to 213. Pakistan got to be very disciplined, stay disciplined to either bowl them out at 147 or under. Missing leg stump. Just went with the angle.
But holding your nerve is key here, though. Yes, they got that early wicket. Things are going your way for the moment. Nicely bowled. Look at the movement. Shaheen Shah Afridi bowling a lot better than earlier in the tournament, I got to say. The key for Pakistan. Stay in the moment. Stay calm. Keep chipping away rather than trying to blast through at this stage.
Straight down the ground, nicely struck. Just lobs it over long on. First 6 of the innings off the bat of Kamil Mishara.
Now that's a real quality shot. On the up, stayed very calm. The balance was there, and the aim he made was just very, very clear. Nice and straight. There you go.
Movement the same. That nick over third man in the previous over. But it was just that the ball sat up in that arc. He's got to try and hit the deck a little harder. Try and get it to bounce up at Kamil Mishara. You watch his hands, you watch his feet. It's always the same movement.
He'll change 2 men out on the leg side. No one on the offside now. Mishara takes toll.
Trying to overcompensate. Shaheen Shah Afridi pushed the 2-man on the boundary on the onside, a square leg and a mid-wicket, and then presented him that delivery outside the off stump. That's poor bowling.
There you go. Couple of deliveries, that's right underneath his eyes. And suddenly you feel very different. Pakistan looking around. Not a lot of runs to play with. Be calm, that's the key.
Mishara through the tournament, 62% of dots in the power play, which is the highest of any recognised batter. So he struggled to touch in the power play to get the ball away. 62% dots in the power play, but he's doing better tonight, Mishara.
Yeah, he's had plenty of opportunity he's shown that he can bat, especially in the tries. Every delivery he was pulling towards leg side, but from his positioning, he's got beautiful hands. Probably he needs to get a couple away early, and the moment he does that, he tends to settle in. Got a couple of freebies he could hit from Afridi, and now looks a different player.
Still haven't plugged up the offside boundary, so still 2 out on legs. He tries to tighten him up. Oh, direct hit was real trouble. Lanka was in a bit of bother, but no direct hit. 25 for 1.
The biggest cricket league in the world. Full-on entertainment. Clash of the heavyweight. An absolute demolition.
Get ready for the battle for the ages.
Experience the best of Hollywood.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Let's go. It's time.
Wajanafe. One stump to aim at, usually a wicket keeper. No gloves this time. Close call for Lanka.
Just joining us, the game within the game. For Pakistan to qualify for the semi-finals, they must keep Sri Lanka to 147 or less. They make 148 or more. As we have a look at that diving attempt, they get 148 or more. It'll be New Zealand that join England in this group to progress to the semi-finals.
Pakistan's got to keep plucking those wickets. I don't really see Pakistan be able to bowl 20 overs and not letting Sri Lanka get to 148. But if they keep on picking our wickets, they'll have a fair chance.
Slow one into the pitch. Just bounced like a tennis ball. Batum Nissanka against Naseem Shah. He starts off with a slow one which went wrong. He goes across, tries to hit it to his favorite area. Field change, and then Naseem Shah gets the slower one right this time. Beautifully bowled. They got the breakthrough they needed. What are you talking about wickets? So you're suggesting spin early as possible. Not the next man in. Dinesh Chandimal. Still playing, not in the team though.
I'll be very surprised if a spinner will not bowl from this commentary box saying next over. Shaheen, I think he's done. Maybe bring Usman or bring Abrar. Those two are the options. I think it's about time that they got to try to get those magic bowlers out.
Gee, that's a great shot. On the rise. Beating mid-off. That's a magnificent cricket shot. Mashara really starting to find his timing.
Top class cricket shot. This is what Mishara can do. Sri Lanka have missed it right throughout the tournament. He gets that 6 away. He gets a half volley, and suddenly he's hitting good balls for 4. Look at the difference in the hands. That's what confidence does for you. That's what a couple of shots can do for you.
That was lovely.
That was awesome. It was just stunning, I tell you. There was nothing wrong with the ball. Beautiful shot. It's a real good surface, isn't it? We seen it in the first inning when Fakar and Sahibzada Farhan was just stroking the ball all around the park, and with the lights on, taking full effect, with his shine on the pitch, it's getting better, I feel. So I feel spin is the way.
It should get better. That was due around yesterday, and that's the reason Sri Lanka opted to chase. Pitch very good, had a good soak since the last game, and the rollers come on. Hardly any deviation for the spinners.
Couldn't have been far away, the slower ball.
But Pakistan have mystery spinners. That's the catch there. That's the key.
Again, back of the hand, and it went over that middle stump, and actually was sort of dying on the stumps, and then literally went over them, and it's painful because Pakistan, they're searching for wickets, and at the moment they want Mishara's wicket because he is looking very dangerous.
Nicely played by Mishara after 4, 33 for 1.
Goes again. 17 sixes in the innings.
Well played, Hardik Pandya. Yorker.
West Indies and India will be a shootout because whoever wins that qualifies for the semis.
He's not rushing into the shots. He's just staying tall and making sure that he gets on top of the bounce, Mishara. And now he's got to deal with Abrar, who's got something about him. He's a wicket taker, been dropped from the team a couple of games after the India game. Now back in the team and hoping that he'll deliver.
What a start! Just one casual hand in the air. Batsman looks to see, did it clip the stumps? The keeper wasn't involved.
Woody noise, Howie, woody noise. That's what it was. That one came back in. It skids through. Abrar strikes straight away. Kamil Mishara walks. Well, Fakar was wishing for this. Gets it straight away. Sri Lanka have shown weakness again, spin. And here we go. Takes only one ball of spin. And Mishara, who was striking it so nicely. Gone for 26, 33 for 2. Wow!
They're off to a flyer.
IPL coming soon.
Evan Ratnayake, the new man of the crease, 0 and 10 in his last 2 starts. The 23-year-old from Colombo. We need to keep telling you, 147 is the number that Pakistan need to restrict Sri Lanka to progress in place of New Zealand. If they make 148 Sri Lanka, then New Zealand go through. So as all Pakistan celebrated, Auckland, Dunedin, Otago, Christchurch, late at night, early in the morning, they're not celebrating with a bra.
Are they sleeping in Australia though, Howie?
I think they turned off about a week ago, to be honest, Russ. 50th T20 international wicket for Abra.
Yeah, just a perfect length. It's a new ball who just skidded through a little bit. I think he was not expecting the ball to come back into him. He was looking for a little bit of room. Great bowling.
That's the way. You need more of that from Pakistan. It skids through. And Abrar will like that when he sees it just fizz off the pitch. Tougher to play him when that happens.
He was late, wasn't he? He was little late playing their shot. When the bat came down, the ball was already past the bat. The ball came very quickly.
He's got that fine too. Slick outfield. Keep it to a couple. Just the way he was sliding. Looks like there might be just a little bit of dew on the ground, Russ.
You expected leg buys, so Pawan Ratnayaka still not off the mark.
Normally when you see the bowlers' marks where they run, you see the darker patches, shows that it is a little greasy, there's a little bit dew. At this stage, I don't think there is much of a dew, but you know, you go deep into the night and it does come, it does play. It's what, 8:30? No, it's 9:30 now. So you should be expecting the dew to be coming right about this time. It's good that Pakistani skipper brought the spinner on early, because before the dew comes down, it's better to get your spinners in so they can rip the ball, they can spin the ball.
Oh, a little inside edge. Confusion, direct hit, trouble, would have had him. Would have had him easily, had time to take, look and fire. But no luck. 37 for 2. Have a look at that in a moment. Changing commentary up next. Ramesh Raja is here. Kumar Sangakkara and Wasim Akram.
It's India versus West Indies. It's a massive six for the Windies.
This is a do or die battle. Qualify for the semi-final with a win over West Indies.
Higher Match Center Live is presented by Higher Mini LED in association with Amul, the taste of India.
Time for Pakistan to be playing such a contest. You know, there's a contest within a contest. 37 for 2 Sri Lanka. Pakistan losing a couple of chances in the field, couple of run-outs. Not accepted. Have a look at this one. Oh yes, a big run-out missed. Hello guys.
Hello Ramesh, good evening, and to, of course, legend to my left, Mr. Wasim Akram.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sangha. Good to see you after a long time. You're looking good.
Well, I was just commenting that you, Wasim, Ramesh on my right, and Waka, you look younger than all of us. Right? You found the secret to eternal youth.
That's put away beautifully. Probably a 6. One bounce over the rope. Such a good pickup shot.
I saw him first time other day against Australia. He played that gem of an innings of 28 or 15. And I realized then he's a very special player, Sangha. You can explain it to us how good he is. Bright future ahead of him.
He's very good. He's got a split hand grip, which I really love. The great Aravinda De Silva used to have a split hand grip. And then, of course, he starts with a very low bat in his stance, but the very good thing about Pawan Ratnayaka is his ability to strike positively and have scoring intent right from the start. He did that against England. First ball, field up, he got out. But that's great to see. That's something you can build on in T20 cricket. And you can see that he's very adept against spin and pace.
Oh, misfielded at cover. Half a chance of a run out again. Change of pace from Naseem Shah at times. He's gone for 19 in his 2.3 overs so far. The next phase just about to begin. The first 6 overs were going to be critical for both sides. Pakistan need to finish off this innings in the next 100 or so runs. That's the target. Once again, a cutter from Naseem Shah and bamboozling the left-hander.
50% slow balls from Naseem Shah in this spell, and he's doing it beautifully. Back of the hand, the off-cutters, and of course, odd quick one. 140 to 104 kilometers an hour. Here we go. This over so far for you as far as pace concerned?
Yeah, what I really like about it is when you go through 122, 145, 105, 120. So even the slower balls are varied in pace. So it's not just one consistent pace and a good sudden drop, and it stays the same because then you're predictable. It's subtle.
Yeah. So that does make a difference as a batter in this format, even on a flat deck.
Yeah, massively, because if I'm a batter, I'm trying to pick up little hints as to what the bowler's going to do. I go in expecting him to be quick, and he might be quick, and then I try and watch his hand to see, okay, is there a slower ball? So now Naseem bowls back of the hand, he bowls his off cutter, he has different releases for different deliveries. That then changes the pace in small increments. He has the ability to drop really, really low, bowl a quick Yorker like that with the seam up, bowl a bumper, back of the hand, slower ball. So now I'm guessing. I'm thinking, okay, this is the pitch, comes a little slower. The next one's much quicker. The next one even slower. And it really confuses your rhythm.
Oh, that's smashed for 6. What a lift off. Brilliant. Ends the over with a 6. And Sri Lanka after 6, 49 for 2. This really was smashed. Beautiful pickup shot over square leg.
And it's time for drinks.
Rohan and I broke up.
Rohan, you broke up?
The rules of the internet have been written exclusively by men.
We need to be practical, not emotional.
My name's Whitney Wolf, and I'm starting something new. We need to change the rules of online dating.
You can change the world.
Fight for what you've built.
The biggest cricket league in the world. Full-on entertainment.
Clash of the heavyweight. An absolute demolition.
Get ready for the battle for the ages.
This is the road to the FIH World Cup 2026. India is ready. For pride, for the tricolour, India goes all in. Watch all the action of the FIH Women's World Cup 2026 qualifiers live on Star Sports and JioHotstar.
You keep dancing with the devil. One day he's gonna follow you home.
Pillar of fire, 10,000 feet tall. What happens if the chain reaction doesn't stop?
Experience the best of Hollywood.
Let's go!
Usman Tariq from the other end, the 8th over. And like we've been saying again and again, Pakistan, if Pakistan needs to qualify, they had to restrict Sri Lanka 147 or less. 49 for 2 in 6. Sri Lanka.
Yeah, 6 overs have been bowled, 49 for 2, and I think trial by spin is going to begin now from both ends. Abrar is off to a good start, 1 for 2 after his only over.
Trial by spin is absolutely correct, Ramesh. Yeah, the first one. Back of the hand skidding through, nearly did come on Ratnayaka in. Sri Lanka through the middle against wrist spin especially has been very poor. They go at 9s or 9s plus against pace, but against spin, wrist spin and mystery spin, they drop to about just under 7.
White has been called, but he's getting the grip. The ball is also getting a wet a bit because of the dew. But credit to Abrar, the way he's bowling was a flighted delivery, outside off stump, but grip and bounce, absolutely.
Yeah, they need to do that. Just work the singles. It's a massive outfield. 69, 68 meters boundary on the leg side and offside. This really was beautifully hit for 6. Something for fans to cherish.
And Jayasuriya used to play that shot on regular basis. What a player he was. Coaching is not an easy job. Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, you can see Sanat always under pressure. Never see him smiling. Part of the job, isn't it?
It is part of the job. He's fiercely competitive. He really wants to win every time he plays. Very emotional and passionate about Sri Lankan cricket and his job coaching them.
I think he's done really well since he has been coached. The mindset has changed, the fitness has improved.
Yeah, slight chance created. More loop. And the pace was a little slow as well.
Yeah, with spin, especially mystery or wrist spin that has variation, one of the key things is you try and read the ball out of his hand. Number 2, you have to pick length up really well. And number 3, in modern day T20 cricket, you need to have your sweeps, your reverse sweeps, your slog sweeps, your switch hits all in play along with your conventional shots.
So again, slower in pace. But this is good from Sri Lanka. They need a partnership. This is a young partnership of 21. Bit of dew around, but you've got to take this out of the equation. I think your mind has to be on winning this.
And by margin, like 147 or less on your screens. Slog sweep, ball is for catch. Brilliant effort. Nafe is the fielder there. This is good cricket from Pakistan.
Yeah, that little pause was a good one from Nafe because he then picked up the spin on the ball. It really was a flat smash and well fielded. 56 for 2.
Goes again. 17 sixes in the innings.
Well played, Hardik Pandya.
Yorker.
West Indies and India will be a shootout because whoever wins that qualifies for the semis.
I love watching Usman Tariq. I find him fascinating. I think he's such great entertainment when he bowls. And he's really bamboozled even the biggest spin hitters in world cricket. I've seen him bowling in certain leagues.
Oh, very close to the stumps. What a good beginning this is. I was talking to him and I said, you've become the talk of the town. Everyone in the nets all over the world is bowling like you do. Oh, edge, and was a difficult one by the keeper.
How difficult is it to bowl that delivery? It was a googly. It wasn't an off break. Incredible talent.
That's gone into the gap for 4. A rear 4. Usman Tariq usually is so good. But what a thumping 4 this is.
Yeah, he's picked up the length really well. Variation doesn't matter when the length is there and the pace is there for spin. And the direction of the sweep is determined by where your front leg lands. If you clear a leg, it's going to go a little bit in front of square. And then once you get your foot across, it's a little bit square, so you can place the ball with the placing of your foot. But also, as a batter now, if you've done your research properly, your preparation, you've got to realize, watch his hand. The pause doesn't matter. That's just bluff. Watch the fingers, watch what that does, and then read it off the hand if you can.
That's gone up in the air and it stays hit for 6. Incredible shot that. And Usman Tariq has been put under a lot of pressure here. 2 balls, he's gone for 10.
Yeah, it's a length, isn't it? You can bowl all the mystery you want, but there's a certain length. The mystery doesn't matter. That's right in.
Three more overs like.
For 2 Sri Lanka.
Rohan and I broke up.
Rohan, you broke up?
It's India versus West Indies. It's a massive 6 for the Windies.
This is a do-or-die battle. Will India qualify for the semi-final with a win over West Indies?
.383 runs. I think that is some kind of a record as well. Most runs by a batsman in a World Cup edition.
100 runs ahead of number 2. 102, 103 runs ahead. Incredible performance for this special talented player.
What do you think, guys? I mean, it's going to be a tight finish, right?
It will be a tight finish, but I think for Pakistan point of view, they need a couple of wickets here. Otherwise, it'll be tough.
Oh, almost a catch. Khaja Nafe had another go at the batsman with a direct hit. I think it would have been curtains again. Stopped a great 4 just in the previous over, and this would have been such a great catch as well.
He seems a good fielder. It was hit hard, trying to get into that gap for 4. Got both hands to it and the elbows hitting the ground. The ball spilling out.
Bring more overs like.
Seemed to have grazed his elbow, fell on the harder part of the surface.
I think he's bent his hand backwards as well, his wrist. He's kind of does that right hand, his wrist bending backwards, would have strained a lot with the body weight on it.
That must have hurt. I hope he's okay. Physio is out, obviously, to have a look and see how he's feeling. Strong boy. He said, I'm okay.
He's a strong boy. He's a
biggest cricket league in the world. Full-on entertainment.
Class from KO.
Rishabh Panti, Hardik Pandya in the house.
Get ready for the battle for the ages. .IPL coming soon.
Wakanda is a kingdom of many secrets.
Welcome back.
75-2, Sri Lanka.
Bowled in just when Pakistan needed something like that. Terrific strike. Abrar picks up his second and little slower in pace and on target.
Yeah, Sri Lanka, he was flustered. He had a dive. Little bruised hand. And here he saw the length, his eyes lit up, and he absolutely tried to murder it. Threw everything at it, missed it. The ball clipping off stump. He's gone for a well-made 25 off 18, Sri Lanka 75 for 3.
Battle lines are drawn. Sarpanch Shreyas.
This is my turn. The brilliant Shubman Gill. Hard-hitting Pandya.
Rishabh Panti.
The heat is on.
Here begins the rain. Tata IPL coming soon.
At the death in T20 international cricket in this tournament, who has been striking at over 200.
Another good player is out. Commando Mendes. Pakistan got their third wicket. Abrar got it second under pressure. Beautifully bowled. Slightly slow delivery. Again, back of a hand. Maybe a googly. Yeah, it wasn't a carom ball. Sri Lanka missed it completely. Off stump gone. Wicket at the right stage for Pakistan. Now they believe they have a chance to restrict them to 147 or less.
Yeah, Sri Lanka will have to start again from partnership point of view. Oh, there's a bit of bat involved. No, it's been given straight away. I think it's reviewed straight away by Kamindo because it sounded bat. Let's see.
Three more overs like.
Time.
Wanted to, would have been very risky.
Inning so far has been excellent by Pakistan team. I must say, everyone on the boundary, even inside the circle, they're attacking. They're not giving away any extra unnecessary runs so far.
Usman Tariq struggling just a little bit so far. And that they've done well. Just milk the singles. If you're not getting a 4, and you've got to be careful against Usman Tariq because he's the potential match winner for Pakistan. So you've got to take calculated risk. Make sure that he bowls a bad one. The first over considered 13, the most by him in this World Cup. So really a bad start from that point of view. And so there's a little bit of pressure on Usman Tariq here. Could they get another man in the circle? Because the singles are leaking, and that means not only pressure but rhythm to the innings as well.
Yeah, absolutely, the momentum as well. But what's more valuable, is it the boundary or the single at this stage? Perhaps if they get a couple more wickets, they could add more pressure. They're searching now to see one more here. They'll try to squeeze Sri Lanka after that, but it's really about bowling the side out for Pakistan now.
It is. But I think they're just waiting or hoping that they get another wicket. Maybe they can put extra pressure, maybe get extra fielder in. And right now, the new batter just came out. Kamindo Mendes. 80 for 3 now.
Another 67 runs for Pakistan to defend. Oh, in 2 miles, that's gone through the keeper's legs for 4. Once again, wrong line from Usman Tariq, and that's a rarity. Struggling, definitely struggling here in this all-important contest.
Yeah, the batter went for actually initially a reverse sweep, saw the change of line, changed to a conventional sweep, and just got some bat on it. Incredible adjustment from the batter. No chance for the wicket-keeper. I think Usman Tariq is struggling with the dew and the flatness of the wicket. He's not getting any purchase.
Most of the dew. It is difficult, especially bowlers like him. Imrar is bowling beautifully. He's got control. He's got 2 for 14 in his 3. But he is definitely struggling. But once the seam gets little wet, it's difficult for the spinners. Nicely bowled. Nicely played. 10 runs from the over. 10 gone. 85 for 3.
It's India versus West Indies. It's a massive 6 for the Windies.
This is a do-or-die battle. Will India qualify for the semi-final with a win over West Indies?
$85 for 3 after 10. Pakistan, they have 62 runs to play with. Sri Lanka, they're chasing 128 in the last 10. Abrar starts his 4th. He's been good, really good, but on a day they needed Usman Tariq at his best, they still haven't got it. Wicket with Abrar bowling out. Where do you go, Fakar?
What Pakistan need to do is to burn all their resources in search of wickets. And if it is that Usman needs to bowl, Abrar needs to bowl, they need to break this partnership. You know, small partnerships will damage Pakistan. They need to keep taking wickets, and had a bit of luck also. So far what I've seen in the field, Pakistan's been very, very lethargic. They've been on their heels. There are few opportunities have come their way and they didn't grasp them. They have to really be on their toes. This is where Pakistan get to semi-final.
That was bowled so slow. Kamindu Mendes was trying to hit it to Dambul.
Well, whenever the small partnership builds up, Abrar comes in and does give Pakistan a little hope. This one may be just keeping a little low also, but there was nothing on that delivery. It was so slow. Look at how quickly the bat gone through and the ball didn't arrive. And that was the final delivery of Abrar's spell, picking up 3 for 23. What a spell under pressure. 94 for 4.
Goes again. 17 sixes in the innings.
Well played, Hardik Pandya.
Yorker. West Indies and India will be a shootout because whoever wins that qualifies for the semis.
Well, that's our little buggy cam. Look at the wheels. It's picking up a bit of moisture, so that's a sign of dew. Danit Lianage is the new batter. He's at the non-striker's end. Dunit Wellalage. Tasun Shanaka still to come for Sri Lanka. We're experiencing more dew than we've experienced in the past few days. That's a bit of a negative for Pakistan. They would have liked to really grip the ball and bring in their variations. Mohammad Nawaz. Usman Tariq expensive. With 2 right-handers in, why not bring the left-arm spinner on?
Russ, dew has just come in the last half an hour. It wasn't that bad. Maybe 45 minutes ago it was pretty dry, and the spell from Abrar was just wonderful. Ball was not that wet, but suddenly you see those leaves, though you see them, the water standing on it, so the ball will get damp and it will become easy to bat on.
Clever bowler Mohammad Nawaz will make it hard to score.
You take a look at the wicket. It was so slow. And Kamidu wanted to hit it to the grass banks. The spinners were always going to be the challenge for Sri Lankan middle order.
He's got all three batters bowled. Three left-handers, Abrar. That'll be short of mid-wicket.
One thing really good about Ratanayake, he doesn't hit up. He doesn't really look to hit six. That's the last wicket from Abrar. Ball came really slow off the surface and maybe just kept a touch low.
52 runs is what Pakistan have left to play with to stay in the competition, to make a semi-final. Well, make that 48. That was a peach of a delivery, but it's gone for 4. Bit of luck for Sri Lanka.
Yeah, the amount of spin we're seeing from Nawaz, I don't mind putting another slip in. Is a new batsman in. Lanka is playing for the first time, so just put your fielders in a catching positions. Yeah, edge, painful edge for Pakistan.
Angle so good from Nawaz. No slip, Fakar, no slip. Gonna be about wickets. Pick up those wickets. 100 on the board for Sri Lanka.
Pakistan's got only 47 runs to play with, and they need wickets if they are to win this game.
Well, at this stage, they need Ratanayake's wicket. And he was late. He was very late and was looking to play with the angle bat. Ball didn't spin that much. It was straighter ball and hitting the timber. Again, a little bit of hope for Pakistan. Nawaz picking up his first wicket in his first over. Lanka gone for 5. It's 101 for 5.
Where can I find him? I like to win. So do I.
Pakistan are hunting, they are hunting wickets and they keep coming. Poor shot from Lanka. Tries to come at it, comes in and there's just a little bit of turn. Oh. Mohammad Nawaz in the game. Pakistan still believe. There's a change of end for Usman Tariq. Will they come for 2? No, they don't. Well, we got a different point of view. Let's hear from Mark Howard.
Well, it's certainly a different point of view. Welcome to Kelly. So this is the heart and soul of Sri Lankan cricket. Don't hum back. So people were talking about whether the Sri Lankan audience would come in to watch their team in action tonight after a couple of losses. Well, this shows you, if you have a look around, all the Pakistani fans are here, the Sri Lankan fans are here, no New Zealand fans, because this is actually a game in 2. So they are absolutely packed in here as Tariq comes into bowl. works away to mid-wicket and they can't score. In fact, they come through for a single. So this is the heart and soul of Sri Lankan cricket. They're packed in, they're hoping for a win. Pakistan have got 43 runs to play with, and amongst all this, on the other side of the world, New Zealand are tuning in with fingers crossed. Brilliant down here, absolutely brilliant. Look at the crowd. Look at the crowd here. They're packed in. They want to see a miracle. Whereas Tariq with ball in hand again amongst the crowd. It's full. Pushed away to the offside. It'll just be a single. I might settle in here for the rest of the night. But we'll go back up to the commentary box. But this is the passion of Sri Lankan cricket.
Sounds about right. Owie, you stay down there. We'll try and catch up with you after the game to take you back to the hotel. 43 then, Usman Tariq, better over from him. Got that fine, there'll be a couple. Lanka's batting to come, Wellalage, Tikshana, Chamira and Madhushankar. Got long levers, Dasun Shanaka, most number of sixes hit by a Sri Lankan.
Sri Lankan batters have played Usman Tariq really well. They've been very calm against him. They're reading him well. Yeah, easy. He's happy to rock back on the back foot, Shanaka, and play him from the crease rather than coming out. He likes the batters to attack him, and then he can play with his tricks. At the moment, they don't need to take that risk.
Oh, nicely bowled. 13 gone, 106 for 5.
It was a good start from Naseem Shah, picking up Nisanka's wicket with a slow delivery outside the off stump, and then Abrar on a very first delivery gave Pakistan a big hope, a big hook from Lanka, and then that last delivery, a real slow. And how good was that? He was brilliant, Nawaz, in his first over, picking up a wicket in his very first wicket.
Starts for Sri Lankan batsman Nisanka, just the 3. The middle order once again struggling to get into it. Vikram Rathore as the batting coach for the World Cup. Sanat Jayasuriya on his feet, tensed. Required rate above 15. We are talking about Sri Lanka's target. Just the one. We go across the grass.
Turns a little bit for Janit Lianage. That was a cracker of a delivery by Nawaz. Sri Lanka's asking rate is above 15, and they need to make a move on if they want to win. And on the other hand, New Zealand will be hoping and praying that Sri Lanka will get above 147.
Yep, 40 required for New Zealand to qualify. There's a slip in place for the new batter.
Apart from the first inning, Fakhars and Sahibzada France knocked that partnership of 176. Pakistan have made so many mistakes. They couldn't really get to the total they were looking for. They're probably 15 to 20 runs short where they should have been after that partnership. But then after that, dropping that catch, then of course run out opportunities. So many opportunities came and then they allowed them in.
49 in the last 5 overs. That's what Pakistan made. 34 runs. And they lost 8 wickets. That's where you're talking about the firepower, that foundation. Another 20-25 runs would meant Pakistan would have 172 to play with.
Yeah, those last 5 overs hurting Pakistan. Pakistan could have easily gotten to 230, maybe even more.
That's 6.
Too short. It was in the arcs. Shanaka likes it there. There was a freebie. With the slip standing there, you cannot bowl that length. That was way too short. Had ample time to put it away. Shanaka, beautiful hit.
No, you really don't want Shanaka find his rhythm and find a little bit of confidence from a Pakistani point of view. 32 now, but Pakistan have to play with.
Pakistan spinners have done really well. And they've maintained the ball really well, kept it dry, especially when the spinners are operating. You need the ball dry, which they've done really well.
5 bowlers used, no Shadab Khan. Tariq has 1, Abrar's bowled out. Where would you go, Fakar?
Well, I'll bring Shadab now. I think it's time Shadab should come and see what he's got.
4 hit well. Pavan Ratnayaka gives himself room and carves it through the offside. 120 for 5 at the end of 14. I think it's a great time for the players to have a drink and see where they go. Lovely shot, Pavan Ratnayaka.
Goes again. 17 sixes in the innings.
Well played, Hardik Pandya.
Yorker. West Indies and India will be a shootout because whoever wins that qualifies for the semis.
We do anything for our kids.
I do think there's something more going on. All that matters is family.
This has to be about money, right?
This stays between you and me.
Anything is possible.
Tossed up from Nawaz. Well, the pressure now on Pakistan. Not many runs remaining. To 112 for 8.
3 more overs later.
I don't think they're thinking of that now, or are they?
They should have always been thinking that, not 147, Fakar. Their target's always 213.
Sri Lanka have to go for it. They will not be happy just putting Pakistan out of the semi-finals. They have to go for this win.
That should never be a consideration. It's about what you can do and what you can achieve. They are falling way behind at the moment. That's uppish, deep square leg waits. It's gone over his head. That's another 6.
What a shot. What a brave shot. Moving toward offside, targeting Shadab toward mid-wicket. The heart must have been in his mouth for a bit, but how good was that shot? He meant to hit 6. He scooped it up and he got the reward.
The Hoik, he's on 47. He's got 1 T20 50 previously.
What Pawan does here really well is he's targeting the shorter boundary, not the pockets.
Again, he's got enough. It's another 6. It's a half century to Pawan Ratnayaka. That's his second. 15 balls. Sri Lanka 135 for 5. He's played really, really well, Pawan Ratnayaka. Lot more runs to get. You can't do it on your own. Striking at 165. He's taken the spinners on.
Well, Sri Lanka, they're not concerned about how many Pakistan needs or how it affects New Zealand. They're here to win a game of World Cup cricket. And Ratnayake is sending them their way. 53 from 32, 78 required from 30. But for Pakistan, they've only got 12 runs to play with before their World Cup is done. Kumar Sangakkara is beside me, a proud Sri Lankan whose team wants to win, Kumar.
Absolutely. You can see the intent right from the start. This partnership is crucial if they want to get close. Chasing a big total. Pakistan 212. Pawan Ratnayake, a brilliant half century. Qasim Shanaka, spin is not his strength, but he's a tremendous striker of the ball as well. This partnership could be the last throw of the dice for Sri Lanka to try and chase this down.
Pumps in long. It hasn't been Tariq's night. New Zealand celebrate. Sri Lanka celebrate. Pakistan.
Want to hit more of them, either through the ropes or over them. But every other good ball has to go for runs as well.
Straight down the ground, strikes it well. Afridi whips around. Tariq's got a wicket in T20 cricket in his last 26 matches tonight. Only got 3 balls left to keep that streak going.
And 2 runs, or 3. The end of a dream for Pakistan. They set themselves up well to crucial wickets throughout the innings, but Pawan Ratnayake has stood in their way.
Crowd getting behind the home side, punched away through the offside. They come back for a couple.
And it's 147 for 5 Sri Lanka now. One more run and then Pakistan is out of this World Cup. What a performance by this Sri Lanka. This partnership is 46 of 22.
Take a single, Pakistan. Their World Cup is done. Mitch Santner and his Kiwi boys in a hotel somewhere are probably slapping out high fives because they'll continue along into the semi-finals.
Yeah, disappointed Mike Hesson there in the dugout. Disappointed faces on the field dressed in green. Sri Lanka, they will focus on trying to win this game.
Yeah, they need 65 of 25 deliveries. Got one more ball to go. It was expensive to it. Tariq struggled a bit. First time in this World Cup, conceded 41 runs already without any wicket. New Zealand have qualified. Congratulations, New Zealand.
And now there's a game on. How the fans here would love to see their team out with a win. They hustle back. Big partnership required. They're going nicely. Partnership is worth 49, 150 for 5. Tariq.
It's India versus West Indies. It's a massive 6 for the Windies.
This is a do-or-die battle. Will India qualify for the semi-final with a win over West Indies?
And Pakistan, unfortunately, is out of this World Cup.
Concentrate on this game in a moment. But Wasim, just your thoughts on Pakistan and their tournament?
I think today they tried well, but I think they struggled against one of the teams, against England, I think, where they didn't score enough runs. That's the run rate gone down. But over and all, congratulations to New Zealand. Pakistan showed some guts here and there. They weren't consistent enough in this tournament. Naseem Shah bowling his 4th and last over of his quota. 1 for 25.
Skipper pumps him down the ground. Save your legs. Clears the lot. Here come the home side.
And absolutely flat 6. Tried his change of pace, but with the dew settling on the pitch, it just slides on, and this is Dasan Shanaka's strength. He's a very, very good pace hitter.
He's one of the best finishers in world cricket. Shanaka, 69 meters, flat over extra cover. What a shot. Look at the crowd. They're on their feet.
Brilliant effort. Came back. Zaman got 2 hands to it. The crowd wanted to see it spilled, and it was. Great effort.
Brilliant effort from Fakar Zaman. He tried his best. 9 runs on the over already. 3 balls to go. There was a slow ball. Picked up beautifully by Ratanayake, who's looking really good. 57 of 34.
Yeah, this partnership has electrified the crowd, brought everyone to their feet. You can see them living each delivery. Each run with the team. Ratnayake has been moving around a little bit too much, I feel. You've got to move early, set yourself so when you are hitting the ball, your body is stabilized and you can hit through and accelerate your hands through the ball.
Difficult to play a shot like this against the slow pace. So credit to Naseem Shah. The variations has been phenomenal. Spot on.
Well bowled, slow ball out of the back of the hand. This partnership 59 from 29, Ratnayake 58 from 35. 4 fours and 3 sixes.
He's batted beautifully. He's very good against spin. Vikram Rathore, the batting consultant for Sri Lanka, has always been speaking very highly of Pawan Ratnayaka. And it's good to see that some of his dismissals hasn't really dampened his enthusiasm to be looking to score every single ball. It's a great find for Sri Lanka.
Really is very impressive. Good technique.
Pull, pump down the ground. 52 required off the last 3. Big finish coming, 161 for 5.
Coming up tomorrow, Zimbabwe versus South Africa, but all eyes around the world, all cricket lovers will be looking at that second game at 7 p.m. from Kolkata. India versus West Indies. West Indies higher on the run rate, so India need to win. The weather needs to hold, and West Indies will be looking to make a semi-final as well. It'll be a cracker.
If I forced you into a corner, Kumar, and said you need to give me a winner, whoever you're going, India or West Indies, or you're going to sneak out of the corner?
Well, I think in terms of all-round capability, India is ahead. But the West Indies have been playing well. I think they look very, very focused.
And on their day, West Indies can beat any team in the world. That's the problem.
And I think for India, a big positive has been the return to form of Abhishek Sharma right at the top, and that's going to make a big difference for them.
He just had 2-3 bad games. He's a class player, Abhishek Sharma. We all know that. Yorker played towards mid-wicket. Call is for 2. They're going to settle for 1.
My first time in your country, and I'd heard about the passion for cricket, but to turn up here tonight in a game where your team is out of the competition and see the excitement and the side and the crowd that are in here, it's a privilege to be here.
It is, and this is what we've loved every single time we played in the past. Even now, even though it's a dead rubber for Sri Lanka, the passion of the crowd has really, really been the spark that's always spurred Sri Lanka on to do better. Every single time, through thick and thin, win or lose, the fans have turned up and cheered their side.
Good delivery from Shaheen Shah Afridi. Full outside off stump. Yorker is bowling his 3rd over, and now who will bowl the 19th over? This is the 18th. Ibrar bowled his 4. Tariq has bowled his 4. Now Nawaz or Shadab.
Well, one of these overs has to go for 20 at least. Shaheen Shah Afridi has been good so far, hitting his lengths.
Ratnayake pumps him down the ground. The crowd wants it to clear it. It doesn't. Ayub on the ground takes the catch. Silence here at Palakelly.
Oh, so close. He got some good contact on it. Seemed a little bit off base. And almost cleared the fence. But that's been a brilliant innings. Looks heavenwards. He knows a couple more yards, and that would have been so exciting for the crowd and for Sri Lanka. He's gone for 58 off 37. 162 for 6 Sri Lanka.
23-year-old left-hander from Colombo. Wilalagi, the new man to the crease, with a big job to do.
51 requires, now 15 deliveries. They have 4 wickets in hand. Wilalagi is the new batter in. Shaheen Afridi got his first wicket.
Yeah, doesn't Shanaka needs to be on strike for most of the deliveries that are left. He might even have to decline some of the singles, try and hit as many sixes as he can.
Heavily bowled, slow ball, the leg cutter, edge, straight to Simon Ayub at mid-on, easy catch, and look at the disappointment. But what a player, what a talent, this young boy, Pawan Ratanayake. I saw him briefly against Australia when Sri Lanka won here in this World Cup. He got 28 or 15 deliveries, and I think you can tell a player by just looking at him, the way he plays his shot, picks his gap. And I realized that, and then this guy got, special talent.
They need to start striking boundaries and clearing the road. They're still hanging in there, Sri Lanka.
Yeah, one more boundary would be great. Perhaps a 6 off that last ball. 21.23 the required run rate. A big over can change it all.
Idea was good, Yorker, but it was just outside off stump. Third man was up in the circle, thick edge, and went through between third man and point fielder. He's on 39, skipper Shanaka.
Can he finish the over with a 6, bring it to 20 in the last 2? Well, he was looking to take the strike, and he's not able to do that. Well bowled, Shaheen Shah, 46 from 2.
It's India versus West Indies. It's a massive 6 for the Windies.
This is a do-or-die battle. Qualify for the semi-final with a win over West Indies.
India versus the West Indies. India versus the West Indies. The winner will progress through to a semi-final. That's at Kolkata, the magnificent Eden Gardens.
Well, Howie, your turn now. Who's going to win?
I'll be on a plane. I think India are hitting form at the right time.
Googly outside off stump, wide, first ball. 45 now required, 12 deliveries.
What I can't comprehend is being the pressure that the Indian cricketers must feel every time they go out on the ground. I can't fathom that. The size of the crowd and the expectation.
For everyone, every team out there, isn't it? When you play a World Cup, I mean, look at this. This is for a dead rubber. When something's on the line, the pressure the players feel out there in the middle. And that's been hit. And hit big. That is over the side screen. That is a long, long hit.
It's huge. It's into the night from Shanaka. That was his 4th 6 of this inning. Full delivery. Gave himself room. Went straight with the spin. Thank you very much.
It's at length, 99 meters. That's a long, long hit. And he looks focused. A couple more in this over. And the complexion of the game changes again.
Can the skipper go 2 in a row? Moves around in his crease. Just bunts it down the ground. They simply have to come back for 2.
Comfortably. So now 10 runs from the over so far. 3 more deliveries to go. Required run rate is 24 now. They need a couple of 6s here.
That's a close one, but the right call. It was touch and go, marginally outside the wide line.
Bowling into the wicket, takes on 2 fielders, 6 more. They're still alive. 50 for the skipper. Can he pinch a remarkable win?
The crowd roars. That was a good shot. It was short. It was a step hit from within the crease. And Dasun Shanaka is setting Pallakele alive.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's his 5th 6. And a big one too. Now then, 29 of 8 deliveries. He's got 2 more balls. Shadab Khan went for 17. Just ball flipper. Quick one.
Can they get 2? He wouldn't. Think so there, so it'll be a free hit effectively off the last ball for Wilalage, and then it'll be up to the skipper.
Yeah, for Wilalage.
Three more overs like.
Well, surely Pakistan close it out now. Just unless. Shaheen Shah Afridi to finish the game. To the skipper. Sliced away. 4.
Shaheen Shah Afridi round the wicket. He was trying to go into the stumps full, but obviously missed the length.
Yeah, boundaries don't matter. He can give away 6 boundaries. Pakistan still win the game. In a high variance situation like this, the main job of the bowler, 28 required, is make sure that he doesn't get hit for 6s. Boundaries don't matter at all. If Dasun Shanaka can hit a couple of 6s, 3 needed for sure, then perhaps Sri Lanka can pull out a miracle.
Smashed away over cover, one of the shots of the night. The crowd, the skipper, Dasun Shanaka keeps it alive.
Yeah, he does. It needs a couple more, but what an incredible shot. It's not an easy one. Just that length, missed his length by a yard, and Dasun Shanaka, his bat coming through, face open, and absolutely smashes it into the ground.
It's not an easy shot to play. 97 meters through extra cover. Unheard of. He's on 64 of just 27.
What a shot that was. Can he repeat the dose? Up high, it's going to clear the lot. Fielder races round, sees it sail over his head into the crowd. The dream is still alive. 12 off 3. The skipper goes bang, bang.
Mike Hassan, hand on his nose and face. Fielder Saeem Ayub wondering what's going on. This is
playing beautifully.
Last 2 have gone for 6. This one smashed away over cover. 3 in a row for Dasun Shanaka. 1 more to pinch a remarkable win.
What's going on here? 22 runs from the over already. 6 required from 2 ball.
Yeah, Shaheen Shah Afridi changed his angle to round the wicket, and he's bowled every ball into Dasan Shanaka's arc. But it takes a special player to put those away, and Shanaka tonight has been special. 76 of 29, 6 of 2. What is going through the players' minds?
Unbelievable scenes here. What a game. 6 from 2. He's coming in.
46 would required off the last 2 overs. Shanaka gets funky, and it's a dot of all things. The crowd is silenced. Calls to get the umpire involved, and he says, no, skipper. That is all okay. 6 off the last required.
Yeah, when you have a choice, when you've been hitting so well down the ground, just keep doing it. You don't need to be fancy. That was a low full toss. Anything through cover would have been 4. Anything slice could have been 4. All you need is to run 2. Or run 1 for a super over.
Dead rubber. This is what a dead rubber looks like in a World Cup in Sri Lanka. 6 off the last required. And it is a legal delivery. Afridi gets out of it. Dasan Shanaka does everything he can to steal a win. In the end, both teams are done for this World Cup. An amazing finish with a wideish ball to get the win for Pakistan by 5 runs.
That's a brave call by the umpire. It does touch and go across that wide line. Dasan Shanaka, he was brilliant. The Sri Lankan team fought hard. The Pakistan team disappointed. But what a game it has been.
Excellent game of cricket. Good cricket from Pakistan when they came out to bat, and then Sri Lanka too. They were struggling at one stage. They were 4 for 94, and the skipper led from the front. They'd look at this delivery. Oh, it was touch and go. The line belongs to the umpire, isn't it?
Yeah, the line does seem to belong to the umpire every time. There's touch and go.
Difference, and they are right in the hunt now.
Yes, they've been, picked up a couple of good results lately. Of course, with the likes of Chelsea having a little stutter. Aston Villa now, they're sort of dropping a little bit in terms of points as well. So Liverpool.
Three more overs like.
Pure box office here today. Pakistan versus Sri Lanka. Pakistan winning this game by 5 runs. And obviously, we all know, both the teams are out of this World Cup. Congratulations to New Zealand. They have qualified from this group. And England.
Right, well, here's the final ball. Shaheen Shah Afridi, he was trying to defend 28. He got the 6 off the last ball required.
Alone? What have they done to you? There's a killer out there. You need to focus.
We can help,
Actors are investigators.
We'll take it from here.
You think you got this?
We're not children. And can you open this next snack? My assistant's not here.
This broadcast is co-presented by Thumbs Up, Taste the Thunder, Google Pixel, and ChatGPT, co-powered by Hyundai, driven by passion, in association with अच्छा किया इंश्योरेंस लिया, मनी व्यू से पैसा तो रुकना कैसा, ब्रिटानिया न्यूट्री चॉइस, म्यूचुअल फंड्स सही है, and higher mini LED.
I would do anything for you.
Would you?
Yes.
You got a breach. You cannot imagine the damage.
Thousands of innocent people will die.
Who's the suspect?
Your wife.
If it is Catherine, do you really think you can do it?
I don't know. Find the leak.
It's a very dangerous line of work.
I'll say.
For me, George.
It's time to get a little messy. Welcome to Toronto.
Poutine.
Poutine. Poutine. They're here to fight for over $500,000.
A lot of dough on the line, right?
Am I missing one? Oh my God. Woo.
My job's not done until I win.
Can I compete?
Premier League, only on JioHotstar and Star Sports Network.
The Premier League broadcast on JioHotstar is presented by Black and White Ginger Ale, non-alcoholic. Co-presented by JK Tire, Total Control. In association with HSBC Premier and Eurogrip Tires.
Get ready to freak out again with Freakier Friday, now streaming.
Yes, totally.
OMG, yes.
Could we borrow your car? Oh, and don't worry, we are totally of age to drive.
Oh, that's a woman after my heart.
Disney's Freakier Friday, now streaming.
People think that because I have the voice of an 11-year-old girl, that my life couldn't be sexy and action-packed. But they're wrong. I have seen some pretty crazy stuff. I'm kind of a female Jason Bourne. And when I'm not saving lives, I'm breaking hearts. And like any hero, I have a nemesis. So all in all, you could say that I'm kind of...
What are you telling them? That it's like a Bourne movie? It's not like a Bourne movie.
You ruin everything.
Higher Match Center Live is presented by Higher Mini LED in association with Amul, the taste of India.
My family is trapped 240 floors in the air.
Do exactly what I say.
You don't want to do this.
Hold on, baby.
I'm coming for you.
Not gonna make it in time.
Daddy!
You picked the wrong guy.
For Manchester City, the chase feels real. Manchester City lead in stoppage time as they tell Arsenal we're coming to get you. And City in that kind of mood tonight, breathing down Arsenal's neck. Absolutely magnificent. And Arsenal should consider that pressure applied.
Well, 3 wins in a row for Manchester City, but tonight it has the feeling that it's going to be a big night for Manchester City, because if they are going to cut Arsenal's lead at the top of the table to just 2 points, they're going to have to do it without Erling Haaland. Now, I'm sure those Leeds players are delighted that Haaland is not in the starting 11. So let's hear what the managers have to say, starting with Daniel Fakar.
With no Erling Haaland in the side, does that change your preparation slightly and your plans?
No, because they've also played recently once they have rotated also like then with Semenyo and Mamouche, so it doesn't change anything the way we play. Yeah, of course, prefer of course that Erling is not available for selection, but it doesn't take anything away from the class and the strengths of Pep's team.
Evening matches here as well under floodlights, they create a great atmosphere. Are you just looking for more of the success you've had in these evening games?
I'm not sure. Is it already classified as an evening kick-off 5:30? I'm not sure. So the problem is the last 20 games under floodlights won't help us today. So we have to deliver today again and create a magical night in order to give ourselves a chance to come close to win points and then perhaps even to get something out of this game.
Pep, no Erling Haaland in the squad today. Can you tell City supporters what happened there?
Yeah, 2 days ago, the training. I have in the last moments of the training some problems in a little injury. It's not a big issue, but not ready for today.
So you've had adequate time to prepare. You don't think it'll be too disruptive then?
Every 3 days and no rest for no.
Launch phase, 49 for 2. Consolidation, 71 from 3. That finish though, 46 for 1. Dustin Sharnika, 42 from just 13 deliveries in that phase. So close, but not quite for the Sri Lankan skipper. So, completed points table. Sri Lanka and Pakistan, they're out. New Zealand, they progress. England progress. South Africa are through. And will it be India or the West Indies to complete the 4 teams in the semi-finals? A lot of good cricket coming your way. Well, the Pakistan coach Mike Hesson and the players, they gave themselves a chance with that big total, but they couldn't follow it up with the ball. And unfortunately for Pakistan, that is the end of their 2026 campaign.
The ones who go beyond boundaries are the ones who reimagine the game. EP World, smart logistics beyond boundaries.